October 11th, it's Sub Sunday. So today I play 5 minute unrated with subs. Exciting. And the NBA Finals Game 6 just started. And the Atlanta Falcons are on the way to firing Dan Quinn. So he'll probably be fired by the time this stream ends. That would be good. And so forth. Mainly and so forth. Yeah. So type in !challenge in the chat, and then you'll see how to challenge me. And then when the games are over, I can analyze the games with you. Or for you or something. Yeah. And so forth. Ahoy, somebody is here. Let's see. If you're watching on YouTube, then you can watch live if you prefer by going to twitch.tv/GM Benjamin Feingold. Then you can play me and participate in the chat and donate and spin around, so forth. Hey Siri, what's the score of the Lakers game?
Okay, I found this.
Lakers Heat Game 6 score.
Here's what I found.
Here's what you found. Ooh, I just want to know the score. Wah. Come on, Siri, don't hold out on me. 0-0. Says it starts at 7:30 and it's 7:51. What? 0-0? That's the low-scoring game. Yeah. Here it is, 13-8. That's a higher score. Yeah, I use cookies. What I eat is none of your business. Oh, those kind of cookies. Yeah, that's true. Man, there's too much information on this page. I just want the score. All right, go somebody. Hey, it says something. Fresh Nims subscribed. Hooray. 5 centidues. Thanks, Shifty. Did Kangaroo or Trying to Learn or Karen change the exclam challenge to 5 minute? Let's see. They did. I wonder whomever did that. Whom? Yeah. All right, let me refresh the stream so I can see if we have more than 0 viewers. Let's see. Brownie with ice cream subscribed. What? You're not banned? Wow, good job. And then you wrote some stuff. I'm the best, or you're the best. I don't know, somebody's the best. Better than all the rest. Let's see what it says. We have 2,100 subs at the moment, so we're hoping by streams end we have 2,200. I'm the best. More European-friendly streams. Well, normally this is a European-friendly stream, but we had family business to attend to. So this stream normally would start at 5, but I had to go do stuff. So, yeah. So when there's family stuff, then I start the stream when I'm available. That's all. Yeah. And remember, never go against the family. Okay, so let's see. Brownie with ice cream resubscribed. The more you subscribe, the more subs I have. Guess. Yeah. All right. So we got some people, closed quote, challenging me. And so forth. Hooray for Ben. It's the Slav. Bishop F5. Triple question mark. Nah, it's just like one question mark. B6, also a mistake. Okay, so every move wins here for white, but this is the move I like the most, is E4. I've played E4, which wins. Bishop F4 wins. Bishop G5 wins. E4 is the most fun. So you got to play the move that's the most fun. Otherwise, you're not having fun. You got to have fun in life. Yeah, it's funny that my opponent is from Australia because he should know that this move and this move has already been analyzed in an Australian chess magazine by men at work. And their conclusion was, it's a mistake, it's a mistake. It's a mistake. It's good analysis by them. Unusual analysis. The truth hurts. Black's doing well, except for one thing. He has the two bishops, so I have to give him that. Gotta give him something. And now you will know what it's like when God has a gun. Mate. God damn. I said God damn. As I said, I like e4 more than other moves. b6 was a very bad move. The best move is probably bishop c8, but bishop f5 is already an error. Yeah. It's a cruel, yeah. That's right. That game was close, except, yeah. Wonder if Game Report works anymore. Game Report wasn't working for me yesterday. No matter what I did, it would never get above 35%. It seems like it's working now. Let's see, what's new post? Man, if I played less than 99%, I'm going to be pretty mad. I did play less than 99%. I played 98.2, and he played 30.2. I mean, I didn't play 98.2. I just played better than the engine. Okay, so in this position, the Slav, bishop f5 is an error because of what I did. So you can play takes, or a6, or e6. Those are the three main moves. And in this position, probably bishop c8's the safest. And then you're in an exchange Slav down 2 tempi. You can also play queen b6, which is a pawn sack. Then knight takes, queen takes, e6. It's not very good for black. b6 is just losing. You can't play b6 in chess when you don't have a bishop here. That's strategically incorrect. Incorrect. And so a move like bishop g5 should win. Problem with black's position is if he ever plays e6 to get his bishop on f8 out, he can't come back here, and this diagonal's open. So I've won many games in this position, but I want to show you one in particular. I played a game on my birthday about 30 years ago against the 2100. Now, the reason it was on my birthday is I'm from Michigan, and like many states, the state championship is held over Labor Day weekend. Not all states, but most states. In fact, Georgia does not do that. Anyway, most states do. And the Michigan Open isn't the world's strongest event. So occasionally I would play chess on my birthday because sometimes September 6th is over Labor Day weekend. And since I was the highest rated or one of the highest rated players in the tournament, I would usually win games. So on my birthday, I do pretty well because I don't play a lot of strong players. I play 1800s from Michigan. Anyway, I was playing a 2100, and he played b6, and I played here. This is my recollection of the game, although now maybe it wasn't. Here, e6, a6. Now this position did occur. I guarantee it. The move order I gave you, I do not guarantee. And then I played bishop takes a6. And that was an early birthday present. So on move 11, my opponent resigned, which I thought was premature. But actually, the engine says I'm like +5 here. And the funny thing is, the obvious idea is after takes, you play queen b5 check, winning the rook. But actually, after takes, the engine slightly prefers knight b5. God damn. Like, winning the rook isn't even the best line, because knight c7 check is unstoppable, and you don't want to know what's going to happen. I would have played queen b5. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble here after I win this pawn, because I have knight e5 and here and here. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. I won the game pretty quickly. Yeah, b6 is really bad. Now, I've played e4 also, like I did in this game. The problem is, as soon as I go here, you're going to want to play bishop here, but a lot of the moves prevent that from happening. So if he takes with the bishop, obviously he can't play bishop d7. He took with the pawn, I threaten checkmate, and then after e6, you can't play bishop d7. So this is just a known win for white. So then black can resign here because you can't defend this. Yeah, so forth. And then here, king e7 is just a terrible blunder. Probably bishop takes d4 is best, and then I'm probably like plus 10. I don't know, I guess. But yeah, this is just forced mate. Oh. All right, so that was a good game because I won. It was funny. Before you guys were born, I go to the casino a lot. This is one in Detroit. I think it was MGM Grand. Pretty sure it was MGM Grand, but I could be wrong. But anyway, I go play poker a lot. And for a few weeks, there was a guy there. I think he worked for the electric company, actually. We talked to him once. And he had a very unusual style. It was like, 1, 2, or 2, 4, no limit. And he would always raise before the flop, always. And so, if you looked at your hand and you were going to limp, he's going to raise. So you know that. But that didn't matter. The table would limp. Me and my friend would fold. He would raise and they would all fold. Then we would look at each other, me and my friend. And this happened like every hand. Anyway, occasionally he would get called and then he would bet the flop and everybody would fold. So he was a really big winning player because he just bet and everybody folded. Okay. Anyway, there was one hand where some money got in the pot, like people were calling. And at the very end of the hand on the river, he showed the hand and he won, which was unusual. He never showed his hand because he would bet everybody fold. So he showed his hand and won. And then he stood up and he went, yay, and he jumped up and he was gesticulating, And then I guess the people who were in the hand didn't appreciate that. But anyway, after like 30 seconds, he sat there and he said, I'm sorry. I was just happy because I won. And then that was his apology. So. He was sorry, but he was happy he won. So, always raise. That's right. No, it wasn't a riverboat. They don't have riverboats in Detroit. It's play. Terrible. Go Thaddeus. Yeah. Anyway, I've played a lot of poker. A lot. So I have a lot of funny poker stories. But the funniest poker stories are ones that don't involve me. I'll give you one more poker story. Motor City Casino, poker room in Detroit. I don't know, I'm playing or I'm leaving. I don't know. I wasn't involved. Big fight breaks out at the table. The two guys are fighting. Like two guys. They're fighting. Okay? And security's not coming, which was weird. It's a casino. Like, I would say in Vegas, the security would be there before the fight started. They would somehow sense there was a fight. Anyway, so they're fighting, and there's a very small guy. He's 5'5", and he's breaking up the fight with one hand. He's stopping the fight. And he's like calling with the other hand, like I call. Okay? And then he had a third hand. I don't know where his other hand. And he's showing that he's a Detroit police officer. He's like, I'm a police officer. And he's showing his ID. And he's breaking up the fight. And he's calling. So I was like, all right. And it took a long time for security to come. I mean, it was 2 minutes. I have a fight in a casino, a fist fight. And a cop is breaking it up and security's not there. That sounds like a good casino to rob if the security's not going to show up. So, yeah. Anyway, that was good. Yeah. That's good policing. Now, but I'm serious. He had a badge in one hand, breaking the fight with the other hand, and calling with the other hand. I don't know how he had three hands. I don't get it. Yeah. Do you play aggressive and always bet? What? I haven't played poker since before you were born. Mepex, what's Mepex doing? Mepex, what are you doing? Why'd you send me that? Is that a game I played, or do you want me to analyze that? Let's see. There, e6, bishop d6, knight e8, bishop b4, knight e7. I don't know why you sent me that game. Important game in Feingold history. Oh, okay, let me look. Bishop d6, bishop g3, castles, knight e8, e4, bishop check, knight e7, bishop g5, bishop c6, queen b8, rook fd8, rook d1, takes, rook a c8, rook c4, bishop f6, rook d1, rook d c8, rook c2, a5, a4, g5, g4, h4, g5, king g2, rook e2, rook c c2, rook h1, rook e2, bishop e1, rook e3, fe3, bishop h4, rook a4, rook b3. I mean, it seems vaguely familiar, but very vague. So I got nothing for you, Mepex. Nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. I have no club requests for anybody. Yeah, Feingold Shahadi. So it wasn't me? What? Yeah, I mean, I don't know games that aren't mine. Yeah. All right. That was just silly, putting somebody else's game. Ridiculous. Okay. Caruana Carson. Nobody named Carson played Caruana, and nobody played anybody near Carson's name played Caruana yesterday. I can't explain it because you imagined it. Yeah. Yeah, that game's from the 1992 U.S. Open. Obviously, I've seen it. Yeah. MEMCCREA subscribed. But again, if it's not my game, I don't, I'm not going to, yeah. Yeah, Carlson didn't play Fabiano yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, that game was analyzed already on the Chess Club YouTube channel. You can just watch the analysis. Okay, etc. Johnny Carson. It's not how you spell Carson. Let's see. I'll do whatever I want to do. That's what I'll do. All right, next game. No habla español gifted 2 subs. Hooray! Yay. Ben Carson, that's right. All right, is there anybody challenging me who's a VIP? I guess not. Okay, you're next. All right, let's get some subs. We need subs. Go, everybody. Please play me. Yeah, asking me to play you in the chat has nothing to do with me playing you. Challenge me. And then I play people in order that they challenge me. And if you're a VIP and you've donated a lot of subs, then I move you up the list. What's this say? Oh. Complicated joke. Squire 377 subscribed. Yay. Thank you. It's a train. All right, who challenged me? No habla español? Are you John Carroll? Is that who you are? I mean, McDrougall goes to the top of the line. John Carroll does. This person challenged me and it wasn't unrated. Terrible. What? 20 cents to dues. Thank you. Thanks, Muffins. All right, let's get the hype train to, like level 10 or whatever. Yay, it's Ben. That's correct. What does that say? No, friend request. Yeah, it's hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Put it in H. Always retreat. 5 centidues. Who's on the nickel? Ah, somebody. Also, what's a nickel? And further to that, what's a quarter? Put it in H. Nickels had bumblebees on them. We'd say, give me 5 bees for a quarter. 100 centidues. Market sands. Let's see. Bishop E8. Confusing the audience. And I'm the audience. Let's see. What's happening? What's happening now? Underlay, mommy, iya, iya. Uh-oh. What happened? Yellow rubber ducky gifted a sub. Rubber ducky, you gifted a sub. I don't know. This was the funniest move I could find. Fat Matt 00 gifted 5 subs. Go Fat Matt. Maybe I can open up the F file. That's good. Ben knows his country grammar. That is correct. I mean, I used to live in St. Louis, so, you know. Also, I do have my Air Force Ones on. Big boy riding in my Air Force Ones. There's a small chance he'll play Bishop D7, so I have to go here, just in case he plays Bishop D7. Yay, level 3 is complete. Something complete. LD Nero 4 subscribed. Thank you. Thomas Jefferson on the front, Monticello on the back. I will have a bandit on the back of my head. You hear me talking, hillbilly boy? I ain't through with you by damn sight. I'm going to get medieval on your ass. Let's see. I don't know. That move is a good move. I'm not used to that. Well, I guess I'll stay gone or I'll be gone. 100 centidues. That's correct. Yeah, if I ever meet Quentin Tarantino, which doesn't sound good, but if I ever do, I'm going to ask him his opinion on what the situation is once Ving Rhames sees that John Travolta is dead and it's obvious that Bruce Willis killed him. Then I want to know, like, what happens then. You know, the MacGuffin. Yeah. Oh, I can be much louder than that. Much louder. Whose motorcycle is this? It's not a motorcycle, baby. It's a chopper. Whose chopper is this? It's Zed's. Who's Zed? Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. There is no more me and you. Praxium subscribed. Hooray! Yeah, his king's running around. I mean, knight d5 just forces him to safety. Let's go here. I'm sending the wolf. There's the wolf. Man, I hope he plays king here, knight here, bishop here, rook here, queen here, knight here. That'd be awesome. You guys think that'll happen? No. Do you guys think? No? All right. Also, he could take this knight and then mate. I'm just hoping for that, though, because I like the other variation. Put it in H. Let's see. You're officially invited to our Thanksgiving dinner. Do you have tofurkey? Because I'm a vegan. Because tofurkey is delicious, except for one thing. Yeah, usually Thanksgiving falls around Karen's birthday. Come on, guys, let's help out the hype train. That's why we went to Italy then, because, her birthday and such. Thanksgiving. If I retreat, then bishop e6 is an annoying threat. Also, knight takes rook isn't bad. $999 Go Ben. Man, that was a good donation. You're forgiven for everything. Especially if I play this and fork is king and queen. Then you're really forgiven. Damn. All right, now you're not forgiven. Now you have to watch the movie Unforgiven. I mean, I could have played bishop e6 and won his queen, but this seemed more fun. But it was less fun. Less fun. Darn. Now the engine's going to say I suck. Luckily, I already knew that. All right, we'll do some kind of move here. What are you going to visit in Italy? I already did it. I can't visit again. That was last year. COVID. Let's see, I don't know. I don't like any move. Go me. I'm teaching a class this Tuesday that's a sponsored class on the Kasparov-Karpov match from 1985, where Kasparov became the world champion. We already have a lot of sign-ups, and it's a sponsored lecture. So sign up today. Don't forget to sign up, etc. Man, I can't put this guy away. Is it check, check, check? He has alligator blood. I can't get rid of him. No, today's Sunday. It's Sub Sunday. How did I become so beautiful? Lots of makeup. Also, I talked to Christina Aguilera, and she told me I was beautiful. And then I talked to, what's the actor's name? This joke isn't working out. Javier Bardem. And then I saw his movie Beautiful. That's basically how it worked. Hooray. One mistake. I made 4 blunders that game? Jesus Christ. Okay, so bishop c5 is not a good move because I can take and check and go here. And then h6 is a terrible move. All right, yeah, he's just lost here. I'm just winning. I'm not down any material, but his position is frankly ridiculous. So let me give some advice to... Okay. Now, I've said this on my stream before, but nobody was listening. And nobody's listening now. But you have to make a choice in life. Your choice can be, I want to learn opening theory. I want to play good openings and play them correctly. Or you could decide, yeah, that's too hard, so I'm just going to play garbage. I'll play things that aren't theory, and between moves 2 and 7, my opponent's going to furrow their brow in a vain attempt to understand the situation. Then you're both on your own, like in Blazing Saddles when Sheriff Bart was, you're on your own. And then, kidnap yourself. Anyway, then you can do either one of those. Now, here's what you guys do. You guys don't do any of that. Those are the 2 things you could do. What you guys do is you're like, I'm going to play these openings grandmasters play because they're good, which is correct, but I'm not going to learn them. So now you're playing openings that some of your opponents know and you don't. Okay, so don't do that. If you're going to play openings that are good, then you have to learn them because your opponent is also playing openings that are good and they might learn them. So if you don't want to learn them, just play B6 on move 1 and G6 and play the hippo or something. Okay, play some sideline. So after E4, E5, which is what happened in this game on the first move, now there's lots of gambits. The Danish gambit, the Goring gambit, the Scotch gambit, etc. Lots of gambits. And those gambits, people have figured out over the last 150 years how to meet them properly. And now grandmasters don't play those gambits because they don't give any advantage. Black easily equalizes. However, if you don't know those gambits and the guy's playing aggressively and you're like, well, I don't know this, and then you're losing on move 7, then you're not playing chess correctly. You're not doing it. You can't do that. So if you want to play the right moves in the right openings, like the grandmasters do, then you have to learn how to play against certain, So here my opponent didn't really know the Danish gambit, so on move 6, 7, 8, they're losing. They can't castle. They're frankly ridiculous. Bishop moved 1,000 times. All my pieces are out. I can castle either way. I can win a pawn if I want. So you can't play this way. I mean, you got to, play moves that are good. So you shouldn't be losing on move 4, 5, 6, 7 because you're out of theory on move 3 when there's 10,000 Grandmaster games in that position. All right. And then, in the game, the king started walking over there. All right. Yeah. And then I could have played bishop here and won the queen, but okay, what I did was winning. So. And then I'm up a lot of material. And his time ran out, but I'm up 2 exchanges and a pawn. So it's like plus 11 probably. All right, so hopefully you're all ashamed of yourselves. Maximize memorization. And yeah, look it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's how you do it. All right, and so forth. Yeah, now if you don't want to do that, play G3, then play B3, and then play knight C3 and E3, and then your opponent doesn't know any theory, and you don't know any theory, so that's fair. Not like, I'm going to play the most common opening of all time, but on move 4 I'm confused, and my opponent's booked to the gills. The only way to memorize stuff is to look at it over and over and over again, and it has to make sense to you. The moves have to be sensical. Not that you memorized it, but you know the reason behind the moves. Now I'm going to tell you a funny story. I read on the internet today and yesterday about Abhi Mishra. I played Abhi Mishra last year in Foxwoods. He's, 9 years old or 10 or 11. Nobody knows. Even he's not sure. He's either 9, 10, or 11. We'll say 10 because he's one of them. Okay, and he's an IM. And when I played him, he was an FM, I think. I don't think he was an IM when I played him. I'm sure he was an FM, but probably. Okay, but anyway, point of the story is his parents decided when he was 3 or so that he would play chess. And he studies chess 6 to 8 hours a day since he was like 4. And he has GM and IM and FM coaches. And all he does is study chess. Okay? And he's been doing that for like 6 years because he's 10. Okay? So he's an IM. And all he does is study chess. So when he plays the openings, if I play some dumb gambit, he's already looked at it like 40 times. Okay? Because that's all he does. If all you do is one thing, you'll be good at that thing. But if you never study chess ever, like most of you, then you can't play the most theoretical openings that your opponent has studied. That doesn't make any sense. Your opponent has not studied H3. He hasn't. Your opponent has not studied knight A3. So if you play those moves, your opponent will be like, huh? Then you can play chess and see who plays better chess. But if you play the most common openings with 20,000 Grandmaster games, and on move 4 you're like, well, I don't know anything, But at least I play good for 4 moves. You're playing something your opponent knows that you don't. So don't do that. So if you don't know an opening and your opponent does know the opening, that's bad. If you're not going to know the opening, then play something your opponent doesn't know. That way neither one of you knows the opening. And that's how you get better at chess. Or you could study chess 6 to 8 hours a day, and then after 6 years, you'd be better than me. So, okay, but you guys don't do that. You guys are, say like anti-Semitic stuff on my stream. You spend 6 to 8 hours a day doing that. All right. Now, who's next? This guy's next. You're so next. Then McJurgle. Now, I know much, 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 much more about E4 than you do at home, and I know nothing about E4. If I played E4 against the Super GM, I would be laughed out of the tournament, right? They would know 20 moves in every variation, and I would know to move 8. But you guys know to like move 2. So I don't know. I guess I'm better than you guys. But yeah, I don't play E4 in tournaments because I don't play it. Then if I started playing it, I would be confused immediately, right? And by immediately, I mean like move 10. But if I play D4, I have a lot of the same kind of positions on move like, 3, 4, 5, 6, stuff like that. It's always the same position. So I'm like, oh, this is what I did last time, and these were the ideas, and Papa John's, and stuff like that. Mainly Papa John's. Never play F3. That's the wrong F3. It says, Bishop's opening, Berlin, Ponziani Gambit. That's what it says. I've never seen such nonsense. Everything that says is wrong. Oh, Bishop's opening's right. I don't know, Castle. I can't make Ben do anything. Why? What am I supposed to do? Can you make Ben play with me? Oh, go the taw. How much F4 do you know? Well, not a lot. This game reminds me of the Red Hot Chili Peppers song. You know which one. Suggested tactics for a balding accountant with a failing marriage? I tell your wife you're sorry? I don't know. What? All right. Yeah, if you want to play me, then !challenge. And then, no, it's not Suck My Kiss, but that's a good one. The wrong Red Hot Chili Peppers song. And then click on that stuff, and then I play people in order. Unless they donate a lot. Then I play them out of order. Okay, so Bishop D6 is a mistake. And probably what I should do is take and play F4. But I played F4 right away because it was funnier. And now you could either play knight takes E4 or what you did and then play knight E4 with the idea of queen H4 check. So Bishop D6 is a bad move. You don't want to move bishops in front of your center pawns. Now, your first mistake was on move 1 because you didn't understand why you made move 1. You made move 1 because you saw somebody else do it. In this position, if it's white's turn, white will play D4. Therefore, the two most common openings are E5 and C5. In that instance, if white plays d4, black will take on d4. If black doesn't take on d4, you shouldn't play e5 or c5. You can also play the French or the Caro-Kann, so you can meet d4 with your own d5. Don't play d5 now, because you will get the ire of Greg Shahade, and you don't want that. Although John Bartholomew will back you up. So I don't know, maybe. No habla español, gifted 5 subs. See, he shouldn't play e5, because after knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, that's a Spanish opening, and he no habla español. Okay, so when I play d4, you take on d4. When I move, you move, just like that. Okay? If you're not going to take on d4, why are you playing e5? To stop me from playing d4. So bishop d6 is a bad move. Then in this position, you played f3. That's not related to like what's happening here. That you're just giving your pawn away to whichever way I want to take it. So you can't do that. Yeah. And then when I play knight g5, I'm threatening your knight. And we talked about this yesterday on the stream. When you move your pieces into your opponent's territory, that's when they could get captured. Okay? And we're all going to be little Fonzarellis here. And what's Fonzie? He's cool. Correcto mundo. So I'm threatening your knight by discovery. That's why I played knight g5. Also, I'm threatening this pawn 6 ways from Sunday. So you have to play knight f6 or knight h6. But you gave away your knight and your pawn. And now I'm threatening mate and here and here and here. And you played h6, which is good. Then I threatened mate, and you have to give your queen away for the knight. And then I take your queen. Because if you don't do that, I mate you. And you didn't do that, so I mated you. All right. Now, what the crowd wanted to see, and I'm sure you all saw it at home, was rook e8, and then I have several checkmates. But the cutest one is this and then mate. Got to be cute. All right. But you have to take this. Otherwise, I'm going to mate you. Yeah. All right. At that point, c'est pas différence. Yeah. Luda. Yeah, my chick makes moves you wish you could, basically. Yeah, Luda's right. My chick good. She makes checkmates like you wish you would. I think that's how the lyrics go. Maybe not. Luda. I actually showed this game when you weren't looking. It was on my phone. I showed it to Luda, and I said, what do you think? And he said, that's ludicrous. So, all right, and the truth hurts. I'm not a player, just a pun a lot. Oh, just pun a lot. I just pun a lot. Yay. Thanks, playa. What's the score of the game? Siri, hey Siri, what's the score of the Lakers Heat game?
Okay, I found this on the web for Hey Siri.
Man, you're really not going to tell me the score of the game? Damn. Hey Siri, what's happening in the NBA Finals?
Okay, I found this on the
How
web
does Siri not know the score of the NBA Finals? That's incredible. All right, now before I play somebody else, I have to talk about the tennis today. So I turned on Nadal versus Djokovic. I'm reading my emails. And Nadal was 99-2 at the French Open in his life, winning like 11 of them or 12 of them. And Djokovic won every match this year except when he unintentionally hit the ball at the line judge and got forfeited. And Djokovic lately has been beating Nadal. And, on hard surfaces, Djokovic is probably better. But goddamn, you will know Nadal's name is the Lord when he plays the French Open final. In the French Open, in the semifinals and the finals, He's like 26-0. The 2 matches he lost in his life were not in the finals or semifinals. God damn, he beat Djokovic. Djokovic put the joke in Djokovic. 6-0, 6-2, 7-5. It was like Nadal felt sorry for him and let him win a few games at the end. Yeah, harsh. Anyway, that was great. Go somebody. Yeah, go clay court? I don't know. Something. All right, it's Kangaroo. Kangaroo's awake? What? How are you awake? I don't know. 100 Centidues. ZZY man. All right, don't forget to give subs. It's Sub Sunday. If we get to 2,200, it'll be the apex of our, of our flocky, knocky, nihipilifications. You don't want to miss that. I mean, who can bear the proud man's contumely? Yeah, Kangaroo changed his avatar to Zoidberg because now he's watching Futurama. Kangaroo, have you seen the episode where they go to Vegas on Amy's parents' planet and Zoidberg is there and he has like $1 billion? That's a great episode. That's one of the top 15 episodes, easy. With the robot mafia, etc. Someone gifts Chess061600 a sub. Do as I say. With my last breath, I curse Zoidberg. I have many challenges. That's not how you spell Q. That's right. Yellow Rubber Ducky, you're the one. Clamps. It's my new Clamps. Clamps is a great character. That's true. But he couldn't handle Zoidberg. Oh, it's my move? How long has it been my move? Also, what is this chess? Tu parles français? Non, mais j'ai une sœur. You saw it today? God damn. You saw it today? Great episode. Great episode. Something here don't smell right. Hey, that guy's paying off. Yeah, in fact, I just started following, whatever his character is on Twitter. Yeah, that's great. That account. I guess Borat is the one. He has so many characters, I don't know. Muffins, what's he saying? Come on, what? Djokovic did not have a neck injury. What? What happened? I didn't say he had a neck injury. Let's see here, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, Spencer knows the episode, and then some. What's Rent? Yeah, Borat Twitter. That's it. That's great Twitter. What do I think about Fallujah? I don't think about it too much. I should think about it more. I don't know. Queen F6. Queen C7. Queen C7 looks terrible. Knight G4. Knight takes D3. Bishop G4. Carry the 1. It's like I almost have to play Queen F6. Like I have no other move. Dun, 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 dun. Man, Roberto's a pretty good character. That's correct. Man, if he goes here, I can't defend f7 after he just takes. He probably won't see it. Hired goons. I mean, Djokovic already lost a couple of sets in the tournament. He had a 5-setter. He lost 4 sets. So he obviously wasn't playing as well these 2 weeks as Nadal was. Hey, big lobster. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What happened here? 92? What if I take the... Oh, then this pawn is hanging. Because I played here. I'm the worst. I'll just build up the pressure. The World Series of Dice. You're the richest man in the world. How did it happen? Hot hand in a dice game. The world's richest person is now a man simply named Tron. Hot hand in a dice game, baby. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Hooray. Pay big, spender. 1 mistake, 0 blunders. No. All right, so this is all good. All good, good. Every move good. Probably, white should try to play h3 at some point so I don't get a blockade on e5. So this might be the time to do it, or maybe even earlier. Yeah, once I go here, I got to be doing pretty well because I'm here forever, and this is here forever. Yeah. Yeah, this was actually tough because he's threatening bishop takes, knight on e5, and then queen f7 check. It wasn't easy finding a good move because I want to keep a piece on e5 and not take back with a pawn. So I can't play rook e7 or queen e7 or bishop g7. So I got to go here, I guess. Yeah, this ending's terrible for white because my knight's great. This bishop's terrible. His pawns are weak. Yeah, this is just bad for white. And then he blundered all his pieces. Yeah, you got all kinds of pins and needles and pins. Yeah, but here you don't have any play. I can just, you can't do anything. Strategically, when you play f4 and you give away the e5 square forever, you have to play very aggressive and attack quickly, or stop me from getting the e5 square. A lot of times white plays e5 early. And when you let me play knight g4, knight e5, then I blocked it up on the bubble up. Yeah. Terrible game. Yeah, that's right. Zoidberg doesn't have a lot of fun. That's correct. Yeah. Let's see, something on the tooth. Man, the tooth hurts. That's right. Somebody pointed that out. That's not how I play. All right. Will this fight my aging? That's right. Hey, big spender. All right, who else wants to play me and donated a lot of money? I don't know. McJurgle, I guess. Sounds like something he would do. Mate. Never play f6, and I never did. Hey, I get rid of my isolated pawn. I'm the best. Two bishops, what else? And an extra what else? Uh, two bishops against two knights. What else? No, that's my bishop. Where? My bishop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great episode. Still theory. It's the most even game that's ever been played. All right, big money, big money, big money. No whammy. Stop. $5 for Karen's toothbrush. The tooth hurts. Thanks, Market Sands. You need to donate some more because her toothbrush is electric. Yep. Didn't mention that earlier. Oh, friend request. Hey, big lobster. It's Pandemonium at the Chess Center. All right, we need more subs. Texting moves to Ben. No. Move it on over. Slide it on over. Move over, little dog. The big old dog is moving in. Move it on over. All right, let's prove our rating by playing Rookie 3. Prove it. That doesn't prove your rating. That proves nothing. Slide it on over. It's moving in. Move it on over. Slide it on over. One mistake, 0 blunders, you are never in trouble. All right, this is all good. I mean, trading queens just gives me the advantage because I have 2 bishops and I got rid of my isolated pawn. Yeah, I probably should play. Yeah, the problem with playing b5 here, the reason I took this is he wants to play b4 and then take this. So when I take this, I get access to d4. If he takes with the rook, he's not on my d pawn. So g takes is interesting, just so he can try to attack here. And now I should definitely play b5, so my bishop has an escape square. Yeah, he should play b4 here, and then after here play knight e2, threatening c3. Then he's, you know, probably at least fine, if not better. Maybe better. Yeah, this was a mistake. I should have played b5. B4 here, knight e2, Papa John's. Then I was better, and I'm winning, of course. And the rest was technique. And this was just lost. Pawn's no good, pawn's no good, king's no good, knight's no good, bishop's good, rooks are good, my king's good. Yeah, so this is already winning. And then, okay, you blundered mate here, but here you have to play rook h3, which is losing. And then you have to sack the exchange here, also losing. Yeah, so you took the easy way out. You didn't suffer. All right, who's challenging me of note? Nobody, that's who. Yeah, my opponent did play well. That is correct. Go McJurgle. Go something. Still theory. The big old dog is moving in. I saw last nicked pawn sacrifice. Never heard of it. I'm not a player, just pun. I just pun a lot. Yay! Thanks for the sub. Takes. Right. That is correct, honky blood. Just hang loose, blood. Get you on flip side. Mama don't read no fool. Give me some slack, Jack. Where'd all his pieces go? Oh yeah, I took them. $318 viewers. That's not a lot of viewers. Although it is more than Naroditsky. Yeah, Chessbra, Nemsko, Rosen, everybody's streaming. Chess Coach, Fortuna Chess Coach, Planet Chess Club, your mother. Damn, everybody's streaming here. Especially your mother. Mr. Moore, where do you get your statistics from? Your mother. What did he do? What didn't he do? Never play F6. I mean F3. I almost knew what it was, but not quite. Yep. Zero mistakes, zero blunders. All right. So this is all good. Yeah, bishop g5, when you move into your opponent's territory, and there's a lot of captures, that's a very dangerous thing. So when you play bishop g5, you're going to lose a piece somehow, either by me taking on f3 or taking on g5. Taking on g5 does not win a piece, but taking on f3 does. So bishop g5 is just a blunder and you're losing. So you can't do that. Just play knight here and chill. The most interesting move is queen a4. I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting. Because then you're unpinning and you're pinning me and knight e5, pawn sack, etc. But yeah, bishop g5 just loses a piece. And now you're down a piece. So yeah, you got to be careful when things can be captured. And this kind of tactic is a common winning tactic. I was wondering if you know the ready gambit accepted line. I do not. I didn't see that. How do I join your club? I don't know. Only Kangaroo knows. Afron Pie gifted 2 subs. All right, who wants to donate 80 subs? 80 subs. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for a sandwich. Man, I'm really tired. See, normally during the day, I take what's called a COVID nap. They actually call it a COVID nap. Like, that's not a joke. I'm not taking a COVID nap, but it's almost taking a COVID nap. I have huge naps during the middle of the day. Okay, and then Karen's like, thanks for taking out the garbage and doing the dishes and doing grocery shopping. Oh, I mean you sleeping all day. Anyway, then today I didn't do that. That was weird. I woke up like 8:30, 9, and then I did stuff today. And by doing stuff, I mean I watched a lot of football. So that's different than sleeping, but I'm not sure why exactly. So I went to the grocery store and bought a lot of stuff. So that's weird for me. And then I watched a lot of football. God damn, I watched a lot of football. And I watched the French Open, most of it. And, we went over for family stuff. So I haven't taken my 4-hour nap today. So I'm very cranky. What? Oh. Yeah. That's right. I wake up as the president? Is that what I do? What? Yeah, Shifty, when my dad played Fischer in 1963, he said Fischer blitzed out the first 20 moves, and then he slowed down. I played a lot of GMs, and even non-GMs like that, blitzing that shit out. Not as fast as Hikaru, but Anand was faster. You guys don't understand, and you never will. You'll never understand, no matter how many times I tell you. But there's 2 Anands. There's Anand who's been playing the last 10, 15 years. We'll say 10. Then there's the Anand I know from between the ages of 16 and 30. That Anand played instantly every move, was super confident, saw every tactical line that ever happened and every tactical line that didn't happen, and won all of his games. That's the Anand I know. Then as he got older, he played 35 moves of theory and then offered a draw, and he did it really slow. That's a different Anand. So the Anand that's alive today isn't the Anand from 20, 30 years ago. There's a different Anand. And this Anand is like, between 15th and 25th in the world, and he just stays there because he knows everything. And the Anand I knew was between 1 and 6th in the world and played like wild and crazy and really fast. And he would play slow games that would normally go 4 or 5 hours, and he would use like 20 minutes. And he saw everything. So it saddens me that, not that he didn't get a lot worse, but that it saddens me that people don't know the real Anand, the one that would win 1 million blitz games in a row and saw everything and analyzed instantly and played non-theoretical lines and was super confident. And now all you see is the toupee. That's terrible. All right, go Anand, also etc. Okay, you guys aren't challenging me unrated, so that those challenges don't count. I'm getting rid of challenges because they're not unrated. All right, yellow rubber ducky, you're the one. What's all these double question marks and Australia? All right. Parliament House to Australia. When Anand, well, he didn't plundered, which you spelled plundered wrong also, and you meant blundered. That Anand was before, that Anand was like 18-year-old Anand. Yeah. He wasn't top in the world yet, you know. Yeah, I mean, Anand's hair is obviously fake. Just a wig. But anyway, that's not the point. Etc. Knight f6. What do I do against that? Here? I think so. I don't know. Well, the thing is, if Anand now tried to play like Anand then he would turn into Shirov and Morozevich and just lose every game because he can't do that now. So he tweaked his game so that it would be good for an old man, which is play 100 moves of theory, play really boring, draw, and then everybody you play is 2750, so your rating stays the same. So that's good. That's correct. If he played the way he played when he was good, he can't do that. So then he would lose every game. That would be Shirov and Morozevich style. That he get beat. So to maintain his rating and his world ranking, what he did is correct. But what saddens me isn't his style of play has changed, is that you guys don't know the Anand from 30 years ago. You guys know the Anand now. It's this different person. Frankly, terrible. No, I don't even know what the ready gambit is, so I can't help you. God, you're comparing Nihal Sarin to Anand? Boo, boo, boo. Yeah, I mean, Ben Funga from 30 years ago was no good. But Anand 30 years ago, now you're talking. Queen d7, confusing any audience that's still left. Man, I hope I don't get arrested for abuse here. God damn. I mean, good game, sir. That's what I meant. Yeah, also a non 20 years ago. Why do you hate us, Ben? Why shouldn't I hate you? Were you ever a fast player? No, I'm old, and I was always old. You saw Anand beat Kasparov in 93 at Twin Towers. I would doubt that. I would guess you saw him beat him in 95. That would be my guess. Unless this was another event. It's possible. You saw Game 9 of the World Championship? Is that the game you're talking about? Oh, snap. King d8, confusing the audience, even though that was the only move I considered. So you saw Game 9, Market Sands? I don't know. Missing mate in 1. You missed mate in 1? What'd you do? Mate. Oh, snap. God damn. He was a world champion. He was good. It's not that he was good. Everybody's good. The point is, the way he plays chess now is not the way he played then. If you just see Anand the last 5-10 years, you're like, oh, Anand's good, and this is how Anand plays chess. This is how Anand plays chess now. When he was playing chess in 1990 and 2005, that was different. That was a different Anand. That was a different style. That was a calculating machine, etc. The ready gambit is an anti-French opening. E4, E6, B3, D5, Bishop, B2. Yeah, I mean, nobody plays that. So that's just made up. All right, what's the score of the Lakers game? Let's see here. 102-96. Good enough. It's probably a different game. Lakers. 0-0. I don't believe that. 66-36. God damn. Man, they're putting the beat down. They outscored them by 20 in the second quarter. Jesus Christ. Wow. Out rebounding them. Out assists are the same. More steals, more blocks, fewer turnovers. Field goal percentage 32% for Miami. Terrible. Man, neither one of the teams can shoot free throws. 7 for 12 and 5 for 12. God, horrible. All right. Yeah, you can't have 36 points in the third quarter. That's not a good idea. Pretty bad idea, actually. All right. Stole it from Tall. What did Karen say? Who? Let's see. I can't see what Karen said. All I see is that he stole it from Tall. Oh, there it is. Karen. He adapted to a different style. Right, but I'm not saying anything bad about Anand. What I'm saying is it would be better for you at home if you saw the Anand live where he was that Anand. That would be good if you saw that. Only I saw that. You guys saw nothing. I saw Kasparov in his prime, analyzing. Frankly, ridiculous. So you guys think Naka's good because Naka draws a lot of arrows on stream, analyzes more quickly than you can. Okay, if you want good, you want Fischer in his prime and Kasparov in his prime and Anand in his prime. That's good. That's quick analysis. Okay, that's 100 times faster than Hikaru analyzes. Okay, now Hikaru's better than, like, I don't want to say Yasser, but Yasser. But like random GMs, but there's certain that are just at the tippy, okay? There's 4 players who are on the Mount Rushmore of analyzing quickly and accurately. Fischer, Kasparov, Anand, and Kramnik. And that's it. The other players are like, terrible. I've never been so mad at all of them. I'm furious, okay? And I'm talking about like analyzing after the game and showing dozens and dozens of variations several moves long. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, most of the guys just couldn't do that. They couldn't do it, right? It drove Salov insane. Or maybe Salov watching my streams drove him insane. Probably. Okay, who donated money so I can avoid playing Guild Wars as long as possible? Because he's the next person challenging me. All right, I'll play Guild Wars and lose 100 rating points. Oh, it's unrated. Good. D4, showing the utmost respect. But, not too much respect. But the utmost. Coward is correct. Okay, now normally I play knight f3, but we'll play e4 because I've played that too. I just forgot all my prep. I'm out of prep now. I used to know a lot of theory, but that was like 6 years ago. Now I don't remember it. So I know this is theory, so I'm still doing good. I think this is the right move. I think it is. Yeah, I think c5 is the right move. And then I think knight e2 is the right move. I'm not sure. Am I supposed to take one of these? Yeah, I don't know. Man, I analyzed this for so long. Then he plays knight d7 at some point. What point is that? I think it's here. And then he takes on d4. And then I take on d4. And then he plays knight d7. Yeah, I don't know. I'm old. Leave me alone. Nobody knows. Maybe this isn't right. I don't know. I analyzed this before you guys were born. And I forgot about it in another dream. That's especially impossible. Yeah, that's one of my professor's greatest lines. I don't know if Kangaroo's seen this episode yet. He says, I figured it out in a dream, but I forgot about it in another dream. You go, Professor. Lose fast so I can play him. Who, me? I'll lose as fast as I want. Knight F3, no. What happened to Salov? Salov didn't like the way the chess world was run, and he thought Kasparov was dominating what was happening in chess instead of the organizations that should determine what happens in chess. He didn't like the prize distributions, and he's totally insane. So he quit playing. But all those things had to happen, where he was really unhappy with the way things were, and he was totally insane. That was a good combination. Let's see, I don't know. Take castle, never play F3. Castle, take. So many possible moves. I don't know, I guess I'll take a pawn. CPGN I posted. D4, yeah, that's Feingold Anand. Yeah, 1986. And then, I don't know, take this way. I don't know, take this way? I don't know, something. Then defend my pawn. I'm up a pawn, but he has the two bishops. He also has the what else. That's the what else will get you every time. Yeah. Is Magnus that good at analyze? What language was that? Whatever language that was, yes. He's that good at analyze. Did you have to play such a long game? Oh, sorry. I was 16. I was young. I didn't know what I was doing. Hopefully, Kangaroo gets the reference to when Fry dates the woman at level 19 or something. And she takes over. I don't know if you saw that episode yet. Great episode, by the way. Dirty boy. Dirty boy! I'm not so sure about all this then. What's all this then? I don't know about that. Yeah, that's better. Take 95 Papa John's. Mainly Papa John's. Let's see. All right. Is Magnus as good as Anand? No, not as good as the old Anand. Unless you mean Anand who's old, then yeah. But not the young Anand, which is the old Anand. All the guys who are 27, 2800 are better at analyzing than you realize, because most of what they analyze doesn't happen. And you don't see them doing analysis, and they don't usually give it away. But I've seen Kasparov, Anand, and Kramnik analyze, post-mortem, and I've heard about Fischer from my dad. And that's what he said about Fischer is my experience with those other guys. Man, I wish I knew that the knight wasn't pinned. I might have played differently. I still would have lost, but I would have played differently. I could almost see one move ahead. Luckily, with my great understanding of the game, c'est pas différence. I'm like Karpov over here. I'm, 70 years old. Oh, snap. Gotcha, Karpov. He's only 69. I'm kidding. But I was born in 69. So similar. Giving away the d5 square. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. All right, I guess I'll put my knight on d5. All right, I mate you, you mate me. I hope you lose on time. I think that's the song. I want to play Rook F7, but it's really terrible. So maybe I shouldn't. Rook F6, however. Now, something. Probably Knight F6 is better. But Rook F6 is cooler. So I don't know. Time for Rook F7. I know that it's time for a Rook on F7. Now that my life is so prearranged, I know that it's time for Rook F7. Let's see. I don't see any tricks he has. He probably has some. I guess we'll find out. All right, I'm down a piece and a pawn, but I do have more time. And I have a mate threat. So, that's good compensation. My king's on B1. That's good. It's like those great attacking games where they never move their pieces here, and then they get mated, and they're like, I should have moved those pieces. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Time for knight A3. All right. Oh. Okay. Something. No, that doesn't work. See, Queen G2, I don't think that worked because of Rook G1 when his queen was here and before he gave all his pieces away for nothing. Always retreat. Yeah, the engine's not going to be nice to me this game. It's going to tell me I played bad. 3 mistakes, 0 blunders. Let's do a game report. I probably played about 90. That's my guess. Not too good. If I was like a 1600 playing in one of the money tournaments online, I'd play a lot better. So what's going to happen over the next week, probably, it's in the works, is I'm going to do some advertising on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Discord for the National Open, which takes place around Thanksgiving. It's online. The National Open's usually in Vegas, but it's going to be online this year. If you want to play in the National Open with huge prizes, if you enter with my code, then I'll get some kickback. So if I get enough people to do that, then, I'll make a few $100. Better than not making it. Anyway, over the next week, we'll be, I'll explain that to you. So that's the National Open. It's like November 22nd. I don't know. Something like that. All right, let's see what's happening here. I played 86.6, and he played 68.8. Only 8 and 6s. I made 0 blunders and 0 missed wins. 1 mistake, 3 inaccuracies. All right, that's all right. Shouldn't complain about that. That game was super complicated. Yeah, I forgot what to do here. Maybe I'm supposed to take this. And then play knight e2. That makes more sense. I think this is the main line, and I forgot it. I think it's like this. I think this is right. Yeah, and I think I just didn't play c takes d5. Yeah, I think this is what I studied before you guys were born. Anyway, there's a lot of, geary games in this line because I think it's equal. Knight e2 is correct. Oh, I played correct? What? So then what am I supposed to do? What'd he do? He played here? Is he supposed to take on d4? What? I played right? Overanalyzes and loses the game. Yeah, so cd instead of knight d7. Then after knight takes, then he could play knight d7. Yeah, okay. I mean, I looked at this, but je regrette, mais je forget. Yeah. Yeah, it seemed like he had good compensation for a pawn. So maybe what I did was wrong. Yeah, I thought he'd play knight c5 here, threatening rook d8. That seemed pretty strong to me. But he played here, so I castled. Now I thought I was doing well. Not sure that I'm doing well, but I thought I was. Probably rook here is a mistake, because after bishop b6, he's unpinning his knight. So probably I should do something here like bishop g5. Knight b5 doesn't work as he can take this. So I don't know. Maybe I should have played queen d3. Ah. And that way if he takes, I can play here. And I'm defending my c-pawn. Yeah, queen d3 is probably better than queen d2. I didn't notice that because I don't see anything. All right, good game, but not too good. How many moves ahead? The right amount. The right amount of moves. Every position is different. That's like saying what's a good hand in poker. Whatever hand beats the opponent. If there's 4 aces on the board, the king is good. So, The best thing to do in poker is when Broadway's on the board and there's no flushes possible to bet and everybody folds, because that's funny. Always do what's funny. All right. Always. It happens all the time, too. If DTO Poker's here, he'll back me up. That happens all the time. It shows you who you're playing against. More Perriers. I got 2 Perriers here. I got 1 Perrier, 1 for each of me. 372 viewers. Bishop G4. I guarantee it. Guarantee void in Tennessee. No, it was void in Tennessee. I was wrong as usual. Yeah, 644 is good. I thought Tampa won the series. I thought the series was over. I thought Tampa won 3-1. All right. I really did think that. Okay. The series isn't over? What? What's going on here? Oh, I meant Houston. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? What? I mean, I could have been wrong because, I'm not paying that much attention. But My opponent will auto-resign because they disconnected, proving their rating. Damn. He's reconnected. All right. Now he's doing good. Yeah, things are different nowadays. The Washington Redskins are called something else. The Oakland Raiders are in Vegas. Houston's in the American League. Los Angeles went from 2 football teams to 0 football teams to 2 football teams. There's no teams in St. Louis or San Diego. The Cleveland Browns left. Now there's another Cleveland Browns. The Baltimore what? Baltimore Colts left to the Indianapolis Colts. The Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. I'm an old man. I can't keep all these things straight. Frankly, everything I just said is ridiculous. It's all true, unfortunately. Very confused, though. Very confused. Don't forget all that stuff. Yeah. That's right. New Orleans Jazz, yep. That's a long time ago, though, but yeah. Frankly, terrible. Yeah, earning his rating. That's good. It says I made 1 blunder. God damn. Tough engine. Okay. So this is all fine. E6 blocks his bishops. I don't know. This move's probably not the best, but it's okay. Yeah, now he wants to play knight e5. So probably this is the blunder. After knight e5, black is obviously better because he's getting my bishop. But he played there, but he waited until I played knight g5 to play there. Like, he could have played there when my knight was here. Yeah, and then mate. Yeah, when pieces are in your territory, be careful. All right, good job, because that's my speed. Okay, you're not challenging me the right time control. You're not challenging me the right time control. ZZY Man's always donating. So we'll play him next. Ever been bribed to throw a game OTB? Let me tell you a story about that, Shifty McHacks. I was playing in a Goitsburg tournament, Foxwoods, and it was the last round, and I couldn't win a prize, and I was playing like a 2300, and he could win a prize. Like, if he beat me, he'd be like, probably win like 2,000, like under 2,400 prize. So I don't know who he is, some guy. So we sit down at the board, and he looks at me and says, "What are we going to do?" Which means, I have to lose to him, and he pays me. That's what that means. And I said, "I'm going to crush you. That's what we're going to do." That's what I said. God damn, I crushed him. Man, that was one of my best games. Yeah, I homie don't play that. Yeah. I mean, technically, he didn't make any offer, but that was the insinuation. I'm going to crush you. That was a good answer. Man, did I crush him. And so on. Yeah. This reminds me of the famous game G versus G. What year was that? I don't know. It was at least 20 years ago. It's well known that I don't give people norms. So if somebody needs a draw in the last round to get an IM norm or a GM norm, they ain't getting it from me. I don't give norms. It doesn't matter if the game's meaningless to me. You want a norm, you got to earn it. And I've won several games in the last round, which didn't matter to me for norms or money, but they took norms away from my opponent. Nobody gets the norm. No easy baskets. I don't know here. It's well known, and by well known, nobody knows it. The first IM norm Judith Polgar ever got was we drew in the last round of the New York Open. And her dad offered me, you give her a draw and, we'll give you some money. And I said, no. I said, I'm not taking money for a draw. That's ridiculous. And we played, and I just agreed to a draw. But I'm not taking money for a draw. Ridiculous. But yeah, that was her first draw ever. A first IM norm ever. Then she got her last GM norm. No, her first GM norm was also beating me. It was round 3? Might have been round 3 of ORA 1989. I had a really good tournament, but she beat me and got a GM norm. So her IM norm and her GM norm, she drew and beat me in those tournaments. Truth hurts. Yeah, I've never offered or accepted money for a norm or a prize or anything. That's ridiculous. Frankly, ridiculous. I can't speak for my fellow GMs. Some of them are known to never, ever, ever, ever do anything like that, like Yermolinsky. That makes Yermolinsky furious when that happens, when people cheat. He hates that. Like, if I know 2 people are cheating in a big tournament, then okay, they're cheating. But if Yermolinsky knows, then he confronts them and tells the director, he tells their children, their children's children. Homie don't play that. He really hates when people cheat. He gets really furious. There's a lot less cheating in the U.S. now than there used to be. The cheating now in the U.S. is you guys. You guys are the ones cheating now. The thing is, in these GM tournaments like the Chicago Open and the World Open, where there's really good first prize, there used to be cheating. But now the GMs don't do that. That's gauche. But you guys do that. In the under 1,600, under 1,800, under 1,400, that's all just cheating. Every game is cheating. I've never been so mad. It's all cheating. But in the top section, that doesn't happen anymore. The only cheating in the top section would be cheating I don't know about. Like it's board 13 and nobody's winning the tournament, but some guy needs a draw or a win for a norm. I don't even know what those guys are doing. But, for many years in the World Open, You know, in the 80s and 90s, boards 1, 2, and 3 were just cheating in the last round. Because, you know, if somebody gets clear first, they might get 20, 30,000. So that's better than getting like, when I tied for first in the World Open, I won like 3,300 because it was a 10-way tie for first. So some people don't blame the players who cheat. They blame the system. I mean, if you're a grandmaster, see, like, let's say, for example, you're a good baseball player and you play in the major leagues and your team loses 8-0 and you go 0 for 5, right? That doesn't affect your salary. It might affect your salary next year, but you're not going to like, well, we're not paying you today, you suck. In chess, that's how it works. If you suck, you don't get paid. If you're 2650 FIDE and you lose to a 2660 FIDE in the last round of the World Open on board 2, you don't get any money. I mean, you know, that's no good. Ridiculous, frankly. So if you're one of the best players in the world and you're playing on board 1, 2, 3 of the World Open in the last round, if you lose, you don't get any money. And if you don't get any money, it's hard to pay rent and eat and stuff. So other people who are at the top of their profession don't have that issue. So as much. But. See, the thing is, I'm not talking about like a GM like me who's on board 20 in the last round. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the guys who are good and they're doing well. The guy who's the best player in the tournament and he's gaining rating points. He's having a good tournament. He's on board 1. He's on board 2. And he loses and he wins like $50. And then they take the $50 from him because Goichberg takes it out of your prize. So when those people cheat, you know, and do something that's unethical, it's not that unethical. It's a little unethical. Now, when you guys cheat and you play an under 1400 section and you got your engine in your pocket, professional chess player cheating with an engine rated 1275, now that's cheating. That's ridiculous. But, you know, when the top players cheat, that's, you know, what, you want no grandmaster to play chess anymore? Oh, maybe. Okay. Luckily, I never played on the top boards of the World Open because I suck. And when I did, I drew the last round and then tied for first. And my opponent cried like a grandmaster. All right, it's the suspenser. Suspenser. When did you become a GM? I don't know. It was a long time ago. 2009 or 10, depending on who you ask. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I voted for Kodos. All right, let's get another train going. We got 400 viewers. Another train. Let's go, people. Let's start giving those subs out. We need, night here. I don't know that move. We need 3.45% more subs or something. Somebody donate 50 subs and make Hello Matt W re-examine his life. Do it. I ever faced a cheater? I'm going to say yes. That's what I'm going to say. Didn't know at the time, but then I felt later that I did. In my opinion, and I could be wrong either way, in all the FIDE-rated games in strong tournaments that I played in St. Louis, I played in many, where I played lots of GMs and lots of IMs, I feel 2 of my opponents cheated during the game. And I've probably played like 200 games. So that's, you know, in those tournaments. GM Norm tournaments, GM tournaments, US championships, big open tournaments with lots of GMs. So out of all the games I've played in those events over about 8 years, I think 2 of my opponents were cheating. Could be wrong. It could be more than 2 of my opponents were cheating. It could be the people that I thought were cheating weren't, and other people were. I don't know. But that's Bishop F7. Okay, this guy's not cheating. That's correct. Man, in kids' tournaments, This happens a lot. I'm going to give you a scenario, and it happens in like every kids tournament. Player A plays player B. Player A wins. Player B says the game was a draw. Okay. And reports the result, and player A doesn't know what happened. Player A knows that he won, and he assumes the result was reported correctly. 1, 2, or 3 rounds after the incident, player A's coach, parent, or player A says, what's going on here? In round 3, I won, but it says I drew, and it's like already round 5. Then they go to the opponent, and the opponent's like, no, it was a draw. Now, when this scenario happens, the scenario that I'm telling you, when a kid says, I won 2 rounds ago, 3 rounds ago, whatever, that's the wrong score. Okay, that kid's right. It's over. Okay? If the kid didn't win, he's not noticing 2 or 3 rounds later that the result's wrong. It's because he won. Okay? Then the other kid lies and lies and lies and lies and just lies. Lies for his whole life. No, that game was a draw. Okay? And the parents are like, my kid doesn't lie. And the coach is like, my kid doesn't lie. Yes, they do. And they're lying. It's 100% that kid's lying. It's not that he doesn't know, he's lying. That's what it is. And then that happens at like every kids tournament. Is some kid who lost doesn't want to admit that they lost to whoever, their coach, their parent. So they say they drew or they won and hope that nobody notices. And then if they get caught, they either go, they either immediately say that it was a mistake and of course I lost and I told them I lost. What do you mean? Or they go, no, it was a draw, which is more likely. Yeah. Those are 100% the kid who says it was a draw, he lost. It's 100%. Every single time. No kid looks at the results from 2 or 3 rounds ago and says, wait, that's wrong. That means it's wrong. That's why they do that. And then the other kid's just lying and doesn't want to admit they lost. It happens in a lot of kids' tournaments. It's never a mistake. The kid's trying to get away with it. Now, what's funny is we had a tournament here for our grand opening. Grand opening. So 3 years ago, we just opened. We opened the doors. We have a tournament. It's not rated. The Blitz tournament, we thought we'd get like 30, 35 people. It's our grand opening. We got 74 people. For that event, the grand opening, we had 150 people come to the chess center. And we had a 74-player Blitz tournament with like a $30 entry fee. So we like tripled the prizes. Okay, but anyway, it's a double Swiss. It was like 9 rounds, double Swiss. I'm not sure how many rounds it was. So it's 18 games. In the last round, there was a result, and we printed out the standings of the tournament. So everybody can get a standings if they want one. Okay. And at some point, when we're paying the prizes out, some guy, he's an adult, he says, hey, this is wrong. I won both games, and it says 1-1. And we said, okay. And we found his opponent. His opponent was here. It was a kid. Okay. And he like crossed out the 2-0 or 1-1. He admitted what he did. He's like, yeah. And we're like, why'd you do that? And he's like, well, I thought if it was 1-1, I might win a prize. But 2-0, I'm not going to win a prize. I mean, neither one of them's ever going to win a prize. They were like 50%. But what's funny is the guy who's like in the middle of the tournament, who normally wouldn't get a final standings if he didn't, it wasn't rated, so it didn't matter. But I mean, like, they're cheating in a tournament that's not rated when there's no money. God damn. Yeah, if you have a kid and they play chess, they're cheating. Just letting you know that. They're cheating a lot. They're cheating online. They're cheating in tournaments. They're offering their opponents money to lose the game All your kids are doing that. Your kids are the worst. No matter who you are, your kid's the worst. That's what they're doing. So many scholastic tournaments I've been to, so many cheating kids. They don't want their parents or coaches to know that they lost, so they do whatever they can. Terrible. I've been to kids tournaments, nationals, where a kid offered his opponent money to lose. He's like, $50. And then the kid's like, what? Okay, $100. And I'm like, what? Nationals. I've been to those tournaments. These are true stories. These aren't made up. JAA928 gave 20 subs. Time for another train. We're already on level 5. Just 2 people give 100 centidues. Yeah, Seth Lichtenstein knows what's up. You have to deal that your kids are liars. That's correct. Yay, a hype train. Yeah. Now, even worse than the kids, if that's possible, are the parents. Okay? Here's what the parents do wrong. In a lot of nationals and international tournaments that I've been to, the parents accuse the other players of cheating and the games haven't started yet. This happens all the time. Oh, that country, those kids are all cheaters. It's a lot of parents. It's not one parent. It's a lot of parents. Oh yeah, that country's just cheaters. If we get paired with them, we got to tell the directors before the game that they're all going to cheat. My kid lost, therefore his opponent was a cheater. What? Man, parents always accusing their kids' opponents of cheating. God damn. The parents are much worse than the kids. Terrible. Man, look at this double, triple checkmate. Look at this. You guys watching? Bam! Gotcha, bitch. Yay, hype train. I must have been cheating that game. 2 bishops, what else? And double discovered checkmate. Yeah. You've been waiting for an hour. Well, if there's 20 people in line and it's a 5-minute game and I analyze the game, then, that you can wait an hour. Right? Yeah. I started chess at 5. Someone give Swayham 2008 a sub. Do it! Go JAA. All right, who else am I supposed to thank? Market Sands, 100 centidues. Moldered Fox, 500 centidues. Abe Froman, 4444, 100 centidues. Shifty McHacks, 100 centidues. Nakao Kneemouth, subscribe with Prime. That's the cheapest way to do it. That's right. Definitely Regeneron. That's right. Oh, this happens a lot too. This happens a lot. I didn't say this stuff. Nationals, state championship, whatever. Kid plays, kid loses. Kid comes back to his coach, his parent, director, doesn't matter. Me, doesn't matter. How'd you do? I lost, but my opponent cheated. And I called the director, and the director came over, and they didn't do anything. I've heard this story a billion times. Ugh. Then if you talk to the director, if you do, nothing that the kid said happened. The director says what happened. Sometimes it's like the kid made an en passant move. The kid who says it was a cheating, he called the director and said, what is this cheating? The director's like, that's en passant. Kid's like, what? They try to explain what en passant to the kid is. He's like, I'm a dumb kid, what? So now his opponent cheated. And the director did nothing about it. Or, the kid promoted, the kid castled. It doesn't matter. Like, he cheated. He made a move I didn't know, and the director let him do it. Or it's just made up nonsense, and it's just nonsense. Ugh. Yeah. The director's in on it. That's right. Yay, level 5. Yeah. Yeah, if you've been to a lot of kids tournaments, you hear a lot of nonsense. See, the thing is, there are occasions that are very rare where insane and lying parents and kids, what they say is actually true, but it's the crying wolf situation. When the kid says this happened and that happened, it's all made up. If it actually does happen, which is rare, you just assume it's made up because the kid's making it up every round. I have so many things I could tell you, and it's just nonsense. All right. And so forth. Okay. So in this position, this is a Vienna. You had to wait for the analysis because the Vienna 21 sub center, but taking here is the only move anybody ever plays. I've never seen knight f3. Now, I would assume this is the only move. Okay, we've talked about this on stream before. If you play bishop check in an opening, bishop e5 check, bishop e4 check, I don't care, and the guy can block with a pawn, don't do that. So this move already loses. The game's over. I'm threatening his knight, and now I'm threatening his bishop. So I'm winning. So you can't do that. Also, you can imagine scenarios in life that you would like to happen, but they don't happen. Where like you're the hero and you did something brave, but in real life you don't do that. But in your imagination you do, because you saw it in a movie and it makes you look good. This happens in chess. Chess, when somebody attacks your queen, move your damn queen. When you get COVID, take medicine, wear a mask, stay away from everybody, stay at home and hide, get better, don't infect other people. But instead, you're like, oh, I'm fine, and I'm not infecting anybody except everybody who's ever been near me for the last week. Okay, that's what people do. They don't want to do the right thing. They want to do like the brave thing. Okay, so this is why people make mistakes in chess. They say, oh, my knight's attacked. How can I not move my knight? When your knight's attacked and your rook's attacked and your queen's attacked, move them away. Then they're not attacked. That's what you do. You don't make a Zwischenzug 20 times a game. I know you want to, but don't do that. Don't be brave. Move your knight away so I don't take it. That's how you play good chess. Lower-rated players hate doing that. They hate moving away pieces that are attacked. They always try to find some tricky move that doesn't move their piece away. Terrible. Worse than Trump, but not really. All right, now I'm up a piece. And then what was bishop f7 all about? Why you give all your pieces away? What's happening? Yeah, I mean, bishop f7 made no sense. Just giving your pieces away. All right, by the way, I didn't even notice you hung your knight. I was like busy talking to the chat about kids cheating. Knight f5 and I take it? What's that all about? What's happening? What kind of move is that? All right, so that's also not good. All right, and then that looks like I'm better. All right, so basically the lesson is you should donate more. I don't mean my opponent, I mean all of you. That was the lesson. I see this so often in chess. Your queen's attacked, why didn't you move it away? Well, I wanted to do this and that. I'm like, well, your queen's attacked. Yeah, but I have these tricks. No, you don't. Tricks are for kids. All right. Chess Glove, 50,000 people. God damn. 50,000 people. Man, that's the safest thing you can do. Damn. Wow, Master Chess Dojo, I knew you were a good player, and I didn't see your name because you wrote GM Road, and you spelled road correctly. And I was like, wow, that guy must be really high rated. Or you're like, or you're Danny Rode. That's the only possibilities. You're Danny Rode, or you're a very high rated player. Those were the only two chances. Otherwise, you're going to spell road wrong. Man, that was great. Go Master Chess Dojo. That is correct. Yeah. John MacArthur, goddamn. John MacArthur, let me tell you something you don't know about me. The last time I saw John MacArthur, I think it was in Atlanta. I saw you for 5 seconds after the Nationals, like 3 years ago. Okay, but anyway, or 2 years ago. I taught chess with John MacArthur in New York before you guys were born. And we went to his class, and he showed the opera game. And he knew the opera game. And I was like, man, he memorized that game. I could do that. I never memorized chess games. Never. I mean, I could. I just didn't do it. And I was like, man, that's good for teaching a class. Imagine I have like 7 games memorized. Then I could just show the games without like looking it up. And you actually showed me something I'd never seen before. And this is like 20 years ago. How long? It was 99? 2000? Yeah, 20 years ago, right? Okay. So John's showing the game. He's showing the opera game. And you showed me a variation I'd never seen before, and I've been showing it since. Okay. And I always show bishop takes f7 check here instead of queen takes b7, or instead of knight c3. Okay. And then here, man, I never looked at this from the black point of view. God, I feel like the Duke and the opera and Count. Here's the variation you showed, John, that I'd never seen before. So the game is queen e6, takes, here, mate. That's the game. Okay. And John was showing the game to the class somewhere in Manhattan. I don't know. And John said, black wants to trade queens because black's getting the smackdown. And I was like, yeah. And so this is the game. He said, black could also try to trade queens by playing this move. And I was like, oh, I never looked at that. However, after takes, this is mate. And I was like, God damn, you will know his name is the Lord when he mates you like that. I love that variation, and you're the only person I've ever seen it from. So thanks, John. It was 20 years ago, but I remember it. God damn. Yeah, unlike me, John MacArthur's like a nice guy and patient, good at pool. Although, John, Karen and I have a pool table in our basement. Pretty nice, too, by the way. Yeah, coaches. Man, coaches are the worst. But parents are the worst. Then kids, then coaches. Man, tough. I would ask Master Chess Dojo, and he could opine, but he won't opine in public. He won't say, oh, yeah, I hate all the... he'll just say, oh, no, they're all wonderful. Yeah, he can't opine in public. Yeah. He can't do it. Master Chess Dojo will not complain about the kids of the parents. He's just sitting at his computer nodding, but he's not going to, he's going to say they're all the best. Man, truth hurts. I got to tell a funny story. I don't write. McJurgle gifted a sub to Master. I was teaching it at, what's that evil school? Collegiate, okay? I'm teaching at a private school in New York, Collegiate. And I told a kid to do something, and he's like, no. That's what the kids do at Collegiate. And then I got mad. I'm like, you're going to do this? And he looks at me and he said, my dad can buy and sell you. I'm not doing what you tell me to do. I mean, he was right. He wasn't going to do what I told him to do, and his dad could buy and sell me. I couldn't argue with him. The kid was right. But, yeah. Those were the good old days. Man, that kid was right. Everything he said was right. Those kids did not listen to me. They were just like, you're nobody. Get out of here. This is our school. Yeah. Yeah, the truth hurts. All right, 420 viewers, 420. Good. All right, good game except for one thing. But this wasn't a game. I'd never been the black side of the opera game. God damn. Looks terrible from the black side. All right, who am I going to play next? You're so next. I guess Seth Joel, he's next. I had one private student in Manhattan, because I lived in New York for like 6 months. And I got one private student, and he lived on a block in New York City where every other thing on that block was like an embassy, or what's the other thing that's not an embassy? What's the thing that's not an embassy? It's an embassy, but they call it something else. Somebody tell me in the chat. Consulate, yeah. So it's like embassy, consulate, and then the kid I was teaching lived in something that wasn't an embassy or a consulate, but it should have been. So I ring the bell, and it's like a 4-story mansion in the Midtown in Manhattan, right? And I only went there a couple of times, and the kid was like 300 strength, and I'm being nice. And the kid's brother had like a wall. He had an older brother. The kid was like 10. His brother was like 20. He had a wall of like awards. Like he won every award that's ever happened ever on the earth, right? And then somebody told me, I don't know who it was, said his dad, the kid I was teaching, was Bill Clinton's largest donor for the presidential election. Like what? And they had an elevator in their house. I don't know what to call it. It's like a 4-story apartment. I don't even know what it is. I don't understand. It wasn't a house or an apartment. It was like a building, but the building was where they lived. It was just them. It was a building where you could have like 10 apartments or an embassy, but instead they just lived there. So there was like 30 rooms and 4 floors, and they had like a butler and a maid, and they had an elevator, and that's the kid that I taught. That was my one student. I seem to recall it was in the 70s. It was like 70th or 78th Street. I don't know. It was a weird experience. Let's see. Is this a joke? Let's see. Is it like Mike Crotch? Let's see. Anyway, happy birthday, Mike. I'm not sure if it's a joke to say Mike Lee, like I'm saying something funny, Haywood, but okay. Happy birthday, even though if it's a joke. Happy birthday anyway. Is it worthwhile to memorize games? Yeah, townhouse. I mean, I guess it was a townhouse. I think, no, I wouldn't call it a house because it was like a building. So I would say townhouse is the closest thing to like, I would agree. Like it should have been an embassy. It should have been, there were like offices and you could go to different floors. It shouldn't have been where somebody lived. Somebody living there didn't make any sense. But that's what it was. Like, imagine the Marshall Chess Club, which has the Marshall, and then like there's like the Marshall on the bottom, the Marshall on the next floor, then there's like a couple of apartments. Or maybe there's more than a couple. Imagine if somebody lived in that building and it was just them. Like it was a family and they lived in the whole building. Would you call that a townhouse? But this was a lot nicer than the Marshall building. This was, yeah. I'm not sure what you would call that. I think a townhouse, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, if you bought that place, it would cost $1 billion. Anyway, I've been to Rex's estate in Missouri, so, See, I described Rex's estate properly. Rex doesn't do it justice. When people go to Rex's estate for the first time, he says, imagine a really, 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 really nice resort, and then imagine it's better than that. That's pretty good. That's a reasonable description of Rex's estate. But I think I did better. After I was there for the first time, I said, God's looking down from heaven at Rex's estate, and he's jealous. I think that's a better description of his estate. And I'm an atheist, so that's saying something. God damn, that's a nice estate. Yeah, if you went to Rex's estate, you would know what it's like when God has an estate, except it's nicer than that. I don't know. This looks really dumb. I think I'm dumb. I think I'm dumb. All right, I guess I'll just go here. I don't know. Yeah. 17 or 19. I met Ben in Springfield, 88. In 88, I would have been 18, unless it was very late in the year, then I would have been 19. Probably 18. I'm not a cheeseburger because I'm a vegan. Well, maybe. I'm not supposed to talk about Rex's estate. I'm not going to say anything that I shouldn't say, unless I already have. But let me just say this, because Rex tells this story, so I think I can tell it. When Rex had his estate built in the middle of Missouri, since it's the middle of Missouri, there could be a tornado. Or as Rex would say, there will be a tornado. So he told the architect, if a tornado comes, I don't want my house, anything to happen to my house. The tornado just goes by in my house, nothing happens to it. And the architect said, do you know how much that'll cost? And he said, I don't care. A tornado did hit his house and nothing happened to it. He said, I don't care. Nothing's happening in my house. Yeah, middle of Missouri, you need that tornado insurance. God damn. Yeah, Rex's birthday is the day after mine, which actually helped me out once. The Singfield Cup ended, and it was the closing ceremony of the Singfield Cup. Singfield Cup is usually August, September. Usually. Obviously with COVID, okay, but, usually. And so at the closing ceremony, it's Rex's birthday. So everybody's wishing Rex a happy birthday, including Kasparov and Carlson. But they also knew that it was my birthday the day before, so they also wished me a happy birthday. God damn. I was like, that's right. So when they were wishing him, they said, oh, Ben, it's your birthday too. Happy birthday to you. And I was like, what? Yeah, Kasparov and Carlson both knew it was my birthday. And then some. And then I kicked their ass in chess, except for one thing. Well, maybe Kasparov, but not Carlson. All right, this game isn't very well played, but I will win on time. I don't think I can mate him in 10 seconds. Well, maybe. Maybe I will mate him. Probably not. Yeah, actually, he might play Rook G1 and hang mate in 1. Yeah, he will play Rook G1 and hang mate in 1. Yeah, it's 1,000%. No. Hey, you didn't hang mate in 1. All right, now play Rook G1 and hang mate in 1. Do it! No, you lost on time. Boo, boo. 0 mistakes, 1 blunder. Yeah, Bishop G5 is not a good move. You don't want to trade dark square bishops. Now look at my knights. All right, so Planet Chess Club here with a party of 8. Hey, Planet Chess Club. There's only one thing I know for sure about Planet Chess Club. Only one. There's only one thing I know. One. But I know it. Other stuff I could guess. But one thing I know. He's very tall. That's all I know. Planet Chess Club, how tall are you? You're between 6'3" and 6'8". Pick one of them. You got to pick one. 6'5", boo. That is pretty tall, though. It's a condominium? I don't know about that. 6'5" is taller than me. So, I've told this story before, but you guys don't listen. I was at a cheesecake factory in Chandler, Arizona with a friend of mine who lived in Chandler, Arizona. And we go up to the front, and there's a guy walking around who's the tallest person on earth. And I said, that's the tallest person ever. And my friend said, he's standing on something. And I said, he's walking. And he went, oh. So then he actually walked up to the front and he sat us. We were like two, and we're like two, and he sat us and he left. He wasn't the waiter for us, he just sat us. Then a woman came who was the server, and I said, how tall is that guy? And she said 7 feet. So he was 7 feet tall, and he worked in a why wasn't he like the president? Damn. Worked in a cheesecake factory. Man. All right. So my question is this a good move? I'm going to say maybe. I actually don't know, so I'm going to analyze it. Usually I have a good idea. I have no idea. Like, I know my position is very good here. Wow, it says my position is not very good. It says it's like equal. This position's equal? I'm all over him. I could do this. I could sack a Jawea. I could play the old Indian. I got more arrows than Naka. Well, Naka probably has more. Okay, so I have nothing here. I thought I had a big advantage here, and the engine says I'm slightly worse, which I don't believe, by the way. All right, and after this, it says I'm losing. Damn, harsh. King H2 exclam, the best move. Queen D7, terrible. Knight G1's the best, but this is also good. Knight E6 isn't a terrible move, but it's totally unnecessary. Just any move wins that's not Knight E6. Knight E6 is all right. Now it says it's equal. It says you should take this. King takes H3. This is a mistake. Okay, now I'm finally better. Yay. And bishop takes is a blunder. He should play pawn takes. And now I'm winning. Hooray for Ben. And then his time ran out at the right time. And that game was terrible. I was playing Bradley Denton before you guys were born. I think he's from Alabama, but I could be wrong. I played him in the Chicago Open about 7 years ago. I'm making that up. I don't know. 7 years ago is probably about right. And it was one of those block Benonis that I play like this. And I had 3,000 pieces on his king. I had like rooks on the H file, queen on the G file, knight. I had everything, right? And I just thought like it's resignable. Okay. And then it was my move, and I couldn't find anything. I had like 7 pieces attacking his king. And I was like, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. And I was like, I don't know. I looked forever. I mean, I never moved. I calculated for like 40 minutes. So I just did something, and it didn't work. And then he was winning, and we agreed to a draw. We repeated when he was winning. And I was really mad at myself that I didn't like just crush him. Then I looked at with the engine, and the engine said I had nothing. And I was like, I don't understand chess. I got 12 pieces attacking his king, and I got nothing. And I was really confused. And the engine's like, hey, you got nothing. Right. So I was like, man, this opening must really suck. I'm not a player, just I pun a lot. Yay, gifted a sub. Thank you. All right, we need somebody to give 50 subs. 50 subs. And so forth. Let's see. The tallest guy ever. Well, it's tall. I mean, I don't see a lot of guys over 7 feet tall, like in person, you know, etc. Looking good, feeling good, Lewis. Or wait, feeling good, Todd. Sorry, I messed up the line. Give me what I want. What do you want? What does he want? What does Planet Chess Club want? We gave him a shout out. More shout outs? Yeah, go to Planet Chess Club's channel and do what he says. He has a good channel too, but a lot of these smaller streamers, and he's not a smaller streamer, he's 6'5". You guys just don't watch them. And then when I raid them, you guys are like, oh, that's a pretty good stream. That's right. Like, I stream Video Game Pianist. He still has no viewers. He's like the most talented person on earth. I hope you're ashamed of yourself. I raid Chess Coach Net. He's got like a different stream every time. He's got the music going. He streams 12 hours straight. He's got all this stuff going on. He's got all these bells and whistles. And instead, you guys watch like Botez and Nakamura and go, the chat's scrolling. I don't understand what's going on. Watch some other streamers. Live a little. Watch some streamers you don't know. Watch bubble art. That'll teach you. Then, maybe you don't watch so much. But all right, you guys aren't watching enough different streamers. You got to watch the streamers like, what's that guy's name? Fortuna Chess Coach. Very friendly stream. And you guys are like, well, he's got 30 viewers, so I'll watch somebody with 8,000 viewers who I don't like. Like me. Terrible. Hope you're all ashamed of yourself. Can you get a game? Sure. Did you challenge me? Go to Exclaim Challenge, Planet Chess Club, and then do what it says. And then tell me what your handle is on chess.com. It's probably Planet Chess. Did you challenge me yet? I don't see your name challenging me. Do you have a secret name? There's nobody challenging me over 1,500. So there we go. No, that's 800. Come on, dude. One sec. No, he's getting his engine set up. No. Now, normally, I don't play people in 4 digits, especially high 4 digits. But I'll make an exception because he asked. I'm guessing your handle isn't Chad Todd. Is he from Chad? Oh, North Korea. There we go. Nah. I'm scared of his rating. All right, there we go. We'll get rid of this nonsense. All right. D4 showing the ultimate respect. C6, that I'm not familiar with. I probably should take the knight first if I don't want to play this line. I could play here too. Confusing the audience. If I go here and then here, we transpose. Because I lost the tempo and he lost the tempo. All right. That is sort of funny. Okay, now he lost another tempo. Now I'm a tempo up. It's Planet Chess Club. The more you donate, the more I crush him. But if you don't donate, then I won't crush him. So, if you want me to win, then, you got to give 50 subs. Like, if Planet Chess Club wants me to really crush him, then you got to donate a lot. Otherwise, I won't crush you. You see what I'm saying? No? Okay. Solid. Solid as a rock. That's what my position is. That's what I've got. Yay, I caught up on time. Planet Chess Club says you guys have to donate subs. Do it! Were you rooting against me? Come on, after all that good advice I gave you. How do I make this joke without getting in trouble? Wow. Trying to figure out if I can say that. I guess I can. Jesus. Seth Lichtenstein gifted a sub to Planet Chess Club. Thank you. I was just thinking about whether I can say this joke. I guess. Whenever I think about whether I should say the joke, I shouldn't. But I sort of like it. So, haha, I never thought penetrating a guy 6'5" would be so easy. Oh, snap. I guess he's not German. He's not good and tight. E5. How can I sack the exchange? Let's see here. Do it. You can't say it. Man, this guy's like, he making me want to do stuff to him because of the penetration. Um, do I take this or do I play d5? I don't know. Just taking this. Both of our kings are on the d file in a Grunfeld. How's that possible? That was fine. Doesn't this win material? And doesn't this win because I have two bishops? I do like the winning material part, though. Man, first I penetrated him, and then things got worse. Let's see. Bishop e6 is a good move. I didn't see that. I thought I was just going to take everything. Now I have to win the old-fashioned way to death. I call this dance the penetrada. It makes sex look like church. I think my daughter's too young to hear this. You can't hide her forever, lady. I'll just keep doing this until I draw, I guess. Getting scared. Always repeat. Double up on the bubble up. We represent. So check here first. Maybe. King d8. 6. I guess this is safer. E1 safer, but E2 makes more sense to me. But I'm going to get checked on C4 later and not realize it. I hate when that happens. We represent the Lollipop Guild. Never play F6. Boo, boo. Never. Always repeat. Ooh, 49 seconds. All right, 49 seconds. I gotta just trade everything and win. 49 seconds, not good. Never play F3. If you don't resign, I'll mate you a bishop at night. If you don't resign. So don't resign. Well, he resigned. It's hard not to resign when you're that high rated. You're just like, well, I'm going to have to resign. 1 mistake, 0 blunders. Nice win. You were never in trouble. Yeah, his opening play was a bit suspicious. C6 is already slightly suspicious. H6 is bad. Just play bishop here and here. Yeah. This ending's probably winning. I have the center. I have rook c7. This is like a normal ending in this opening, except I'm like 3 tempi ahead. And that's also probably better for white, but probably a draw, but better for white. But this is probably winning now, because I'm like several tempi ahead of a normal ending. And then, yeah, I infiltrate. Yeah. And penetrate. And then you blundered with... I mean, you're losing here. I don't think it matters. And then I probably should have won more easily, but I'm old and weak. And then King D4 is. It doesn't matter. I'm winning, but King D4 is not good. All right, he let me win on my stream, so when I go to his stream, I have to let him win. The flag is, what is that, Uganda? Let's see. Yeah, Uganda. Yeah. The Uganda flag? Thanks, Planet Chess Club. Well, I played F3 because he played F6. So, when it's clear and brown, you're in Cider Town. Wait, when it's tangy and brown, you're in Cider Town. When it's clear and yellow, you got juice there, fella. And it's all reversed in Canada. Thanks, Planet Chess Club. Stay tall. Okay, now who am I playing? Rufus. Let's go. We need some more subs. We're 50 subs away. 50 subs down, 50 subs to go. Let's go. 50 subs. Do it. Verz has been complaining a lot. I don't have anybody named Verz challenging me. I got Godzilla, Buddha, Maton24, Praxium, Chad Todd, Queerty, Gmon, and Thirsty Monster Twitch. That's who's challenging me. Play the triplet. Me. I play people in the order they challenged me. You subbed? SAUCM11? Let me see. Hey, you subbed. Go SAUCM11. You're the best person who ever lived ever. In history. Also, Thirsty Monster gave me 10 cents. Taking money from children and their children's children. Yay. Serbian SF is the Nick. Serbian SF is not challenging me. So I can't play you. Gotta challenge me. All right, some of you challenged me rated. You gotta challenge me unrated. Right, you challenged me rated. It has to be unrated, as I just said. Click exclaim challenge, and then click on the things that challenge me. I've never been so mad at you, or even knew who you were. Okay, I defended my pawn. Now, this guy might beat me because he's got 2580 in his handle. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. But I defended my e-pawn, so I'm feeling pretty confident. Yeah, usually when I rate Thirsty Monster, he says, golly gee, oh my, etc. And other things you would hear a kid his age say in the 1960s. Yeah, are you from the 1960s, Thirsty Monster? Because you might be. And you will know, my name is the Lord. This game proves there's more games of chess than atoms in the universe. That's the only thing I care about. No, you always say you always say the same thing. You say, I don't know what you say, because it's not words that I use. But they're kids a kid your age. They're words a kid your age would use in the 60s. Yeah. Right. Like, yeah, he looks like he came from Leave It to Beaver to come on stream. Yeah. Gee whiz, mister. Exactly. Yeah. What's funny is, even though Thirsty Monster was on Leave It to Beaver, his mom does speak jive. It's true. Yeah, exactly. That's right, not F-bombing it left and right. Terrible. Yeah. You don't see Jude NYC doing that. He's F-bombing it left and right. Whoa. D3 is the worst move in chess history. God damn. And chess has a long and interesting history. Wow. Dynamite. If you sack your queen, I'll donate genuine hug coupon. Ooh, I might need that. All right, let's go to D4 instead of D3. No, the Lakers won. Hey, Siri. No! She said, I'm not sure I understand. Lakers win 106-93. Boo. Evil always beats good. Can't beat evil. That's why Thirsty Monster's rating is low. He's not evil. Go Thirsty Monster, but stay here. Thirsty Monster. He's donating like 10 cents. Thanks. Exactly, Twitchy. The Lakers are the best when the other team is all injured. Bam. Always making fun at my expense. Go Milwaukee and the Clippers. The Lakers, the second best team in LA. Boo. It was like Willie Mays was the best player in baseball, but he was the second best outfielder on his team. Oh, snap. That's like the Lakers. Go Clippers and also Milwaukee. Okay, is this guy going to earn his rating? Let me mate him in one move? Should. That's how you earn your rating. You don't get to 1,200 by winning 50, 60 games in a row. You got to hang mate in one sometimes. I was hanging mate in one before he was born. Or hanging your queen. All right, that's also acceptable. Yeah, the Lakers were way ahead. Yeah, wow, the Lakers were winning by so much. That's the Leave It to Beaver kind of attitude we're looking for here. With that kind of behavior, Thirsty, you'll never be president of the U.S. If you want to be president, you got to act more sophisticated like Trump. Terrible. Why was that adult arrested? He told this kid to act like the president. Oh, okay. Oh, snap. God damn. Teach Thirsty Monster the Rihanna defense. God damn. Let's see, is that triple repetition? That might be. Better go here just in case. Go Raptors. Go Twitchy. Some guy got really mad on my YouTube and sent me an email to my email address. And he's like, I said something like, your play is worse than 4 years of the Holocaust, and you should apologize for that. And he was really mad. And I corrected some of his grammar, and then I told him it's comedy. If you don't like comedy, watch something else. But I have to admit, I will admit on this stream, I do owe an apology. He's right. When you're right, you're right. The people who played really badly when I was roasting the viewers, it was not worse than 4 years of the Holocaust. It was three and a half years tops. So I apologize for that. That was my bad. Right? Like maybe 3 years, but not 4. 4, I was going too far. I admit it. What are you going to do? Twitchy gifted 5 subs. Hooray. Eric Rosenbeat, Chiuj, who's that? And Bullet. I don't know who that is. All right. It's David Packman. Is Chiu the one who's like 2,300? That sounds about right. 10-2. Yeah. It's David Packman. David, you have to apologize. Oh, Nemsko? Yeah, 10-2 sounds about right. You have to apologize, David, because you didn't email me. We haven't set our lesson up yet. And if you saw my roast of the viewers a few days ago, you know you want lessons from me. That's the kind of teaching you want. Exactly. And don't forget it. I emailed you and it bounced back? That sounds like the wrong email address. It bounced back? Man, that's crazy like Fox News. You sent an alternate email. Wow. And it bounced back. How's that even possible? Karen insisted it was correct. Man, I didn't realize I had David Pakman blocked on my email, or that I could block people on my email. That I didn't realize. Yeah. I don't know. Just email Karen and set it up. She's the one who sets it up anyway. Have you been away this weekend? No, I've streamed every day this weekend. I stream Friday. I stream Saturday. I stream today. I've always been here. I haven't missed a day. Play me. Come on, give some kudos to David Pakman. Give him a shout out. Where's my mods? Oh, I've been away. I'll email. Okay, yeah. Let's see. And then David. Is this the Grandmaster Pakman? Maybe. Yeah. I lost age. What roast stream seemed like the usual stream? Yeah, David's not roasting Trump enough. Not enough. Got to roast him more. Yeah, David, I wanted to explain some politics to you because you didn't say it on your channels. Not that I watch them. Trump actually has two chances to win. You can quote me. Slim and none, and Slim left town. In last election, it was the same, but Slim stayed around. Slim was still there. So now Slim left town. So now, yeah. Now you got to put up with Biden for 4 years. Well, okay, a year maybe max. All right. Let's see. Who am I playing? David's not challenged. Oh, David's always on his phone. Terrible. You injected bleach all weekend. Don't do that. Terrible. David, if you follow Borat on Twitter, Borat has a new account on Twitter. It's hilarious. But one of Borat's tweets was, Trump is so great, he survived COVID without even taking the bleach. That's how great he is. Didn't even need the bleach. That's how tough he is. Man, those tweets from Borat are really funny. Did you see my challenge from 2 hours ago? Improving Potzer. I did not. The only thing I care about is playing David Pakman and insulting him the whole time and him banning me. Except none of that would happen. He would just crush me. Yeah. A cucumber gardener. Man. Is there such a thing? I want to be that. I want to be a cucumber gardener. Bilbo Swaggins subscribed. Yeah, Borat showed him. Yeah. Cukes and zooks. That's correct. Cucumbers and zucchini. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the Supreme Court's going to get involved. So they're too busy. Now, David was on his stream approximately 3 weeks ago, which means 2 to 10 weeks ago, saying things like, yeah, certain states, even when they say they're close, it doesn't matter. I think you were referring to Texas and Georgia in particular. And this time I disagree. I think these states that Republicans always win, there's going to be a couple of them that Trump doesn't win. And Trump's not human. So like calling him a Republican insinuates he's a human. So I think the states that Republicans win a lot of the time, I think they're going to lose 2 or 3 of them. Ones where you're like, well, of course Trump's going to win Georgia. I don't know. Also, I think, it's not I think. I hope Lindsey Graham loses, which seems reasonable. He might. He might lose. Also, the Republican senators might lose in Georgia. Although I think, who's that evil one? Whatever her name is, I think she'll win, but I think Purdue's going to lose. But yeah, maybe I can't think of her name. You know, the one who made in tens of millions and, you know, because she knew about COVID. What's her name? I mean, if I knew people's names, Lindsay Lohan, I'd vote. No, I wouldn't vote. Yeah. See, the problem with Georgia is, in our last governor's election, the governor was the Secretary of State, and he threw all the votes out for his opponent, so he won. And he didn't let people vote. He took people off the rolls because he thought they would vote for his opponent. So he won. Okay, you got to give it to him. He knew how to cheat. If you're going to cheat, that's the book. That nobody cheats better than the Georgia governor. Nobody. He's like in charge of the votes. He throws all the votes out, then he says, "I win." That's politics 101. That's even better than Bender. Even better. Now that's good cheating. Okay, but I mean, they're trying to avoid that this election. They're still going to do it, but they're trying to let people vote. Kemp was like, when they interviewed Kemp and they're like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And he said, "I was cheating when you were peeping in your Pampers." That's what he said. Direct quote. Unbelievable. I mean, that's perfect cheating. It's like, these votes don't count and you guys can't vote, I win. I mean, you can't cheat better than that. It's like, no, those votes don't count, I win. I mean, how are you going to cheat better than that? What are you going to do better? Nothing, that's what. All right, this guy wants to play. He's never been so mad. Yeah. Man, that was great when he had the craziest. I don't know if Dave even knows this, probably. David knows a lot more than I do about politics. When he ran for governor, he had commercials that, like, Karen's like, "Is that an SNL skit?" And I'm like, "That's his commercial." I mean, Kemp had commercials where he's driving around in a pickup truck saying, "We're going to round up aliens in Georgia." And he has a gun. Then he had another commercial where he points a gun at a kid. That's another commercial he had. That's the guy who won the election. Frankly, ridiculous. And the funny thing about that is, almost everybody I know, without exception, thinks the Florida governor is worse than our governor, DeSantis, I guess. That he's worse than Kemp. How can you be worse than Kemp? Man, you got to try hard to do that. You got to, fight. Terrible. It was an aggressive kid, that's true. Yeah. Man, those were his commercials. That's right. That's my brother, by the way, David, MJ Feingold. He's actually 2,300 at chess. And he's an attorney. What happened with that was one of the courts said, "You can't do that." Then an appellate court said, "We're going to stay that order and we're going to think about it some more." So they still can do it. One ballot box, that's enough. That's plenty of boxes for 800 trillion people who live hundreds of miles away. Frankly, terrible. Yeah. Yeah, like Karen couldn't believe the Kemp ads were actually real. That those were put out by him, not the opposing side. I saw that video about the sheriff in Michigan who said maybe the guys who were going to get the governor, maybe they were just going to arrest her. That's what he said. David saw that video. I think I saw it because of David. Yeah, Western Michigan. See, a lot of people think all the redneck hicks live in the South in rural areas. Western Michigan, we got you covered. We got you. Got to sack the exchange, because I have to. Western Michigan, they ain't kidding around. They're kidding a little, but they're not kidding a lot. Kidding a little. Man. God damn. Yeah, Western Michigan's rough out there. Go Seth. Luckily, these places that seem a little rednecky, there's one good thing about them, is whenever I ask what kind of music they have, because I'm interested in that, they always say they have both kinds, country and Western. So that's fine. Jesse Lee Peterson, is he like the opposite of you? Is that why? That name sounds familiar. I thought people who have names like Jesse Lee Peterson, they're always serial killers, the three names. That's why I thought it was funny that the woman who's up for the Supreme Court, that they always say the three names. C4, now that's explosive. How much time do I have? 3:42? C4. There we go. Threatening here. I can stop that. Well, I could go here. But all right, I'll just castle. Been waiting to castle. C4 probably wasn't the best move. Queen D4. All right. And if my king was over here, I'd get in trouble. Never play F3. No. Never play F3. No, I mean, David can keep a straight face when he's debating Jesse Lee. For sure. I mean, David's a master debater. There's no doubt about it. He's got no problem with those guys. No problem. Never play F3. No. Hey, will you email me, if you ever email me, CC Karen. That way if I don't see it, she'll see it and then she'll yell at me. All right, we need 44 subs. We're 98% to our goal. Who's going to SC Wang, Adam Wallace, and Hello Matt W do it? Oh man, there's got to be some mate here. There has to be. There's got to be some, double, triple, quadruple checkmate. I mean, I'm going to do a boring checkmate. That's no good. Because my knight's hanging, so I can't do an exciting checkmate. If my knight... Actually, I could... No. I got to do a boring checkmate. Oh, I want to do an exciting one. The crowd has rights. None of the exciting checkmates work. I gotta do a boring one. Terrible. I feel so dirty. If I take queen takes, queen e1's a pretty good defense. But after here, if he defends mate, he's a daisy if he does. I think the engine move is queen d8. Is that the engine move? No, the engine move is rook f2 and then queen d8. That's the engine move. CPT Kill 9 subscribed. 2 mistakes, 0 blunders. All right, so we played a Sicilian. Not too exciting. Pretty boring, actually. Pretty boring position. Always sack the exchange. Now, that's a mistake, but I always sack the exchange. Because I always do. It doesn't matter if it's good or not. I always sack the exchange. It's pretty good for one of mine. Then here he should play queen g4, threatening this and this. So queen c4 is a mistake. Now I'm probably better. Because even though I'm down the exchange, I have a pawn, and his pawn structure is ruined. Yeah. And then c4 is nuts. If you want to play c4, you should play a4. Problem is your c3 pawn, you can't do it. cp3. Yeah. So you got to, I don't know what you have to do. Bishop, maybe bishop d4. Maybe. Yeah, this position is not very good. You got, terrible pawn structure. Your queen's trapped. Papa John's. And after c4, you're just lost. And this is hopeless. Right, and then here f3 is just a blunder. But your game is bad. I'm going to play bishop f6, and I have here, and rook d8, and you don't have any play anywhere. I have 2 extra pawns. Your rooks aren't very good. And f3 is just a blunder. So when your queen's on d4, which is close to my territory, and I have a million ways to attack it, right? You have to say, like, if he attacks it, what do I do? And the problem is f3 undefends your bishop. So now this looks really juicy. Now, in fact, this still looks juicy, I must admit, because I don't know what you do after that. But f3 is a blunder because it's f3. Yeah. So basically, always sack the exchange, which is what I did. c4 is explosive, which is what you did. And never play f3, you did. So Meatloaf would say 2 out of 3, that's bad. And for those of you who don't know, Meatloaf used to be a vegetarian and no longer is. Very suspicious. All right, and then he missed the best move, resigns. I was trying to sack my queen, like queen takes h2, rook here, mate. But the problem is he takes my knight before I get to do that, and his king has g3. Then I was thinking queen here, but that's ridiculous. So I just made him the old-fashioned way, to death. And then that's unstoppable. Okay, it's like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, unstoppable. And then he stopped it. No. Yay, 200 centidues, go me. Akam Sakam Robot subscribed. You're the best. Your handle's the best, I mean. Yeah. Yeah, the governor's winning so far in Texas. So far. He seems like a very reasonable person, except for one thing. Schmalpern is subscribing. Hooray! We're getting close to our goal. 98.32%. Maybe that's my temperature. All right. David's like sipping on cognac now. He's probably having some Hennessy, because recommended by grandmasters everywhere. Okay, I don't play 10-minute. That's ridiculous. And then you're next. You're so next. I'm amazing? Me? You're talking. You're chatting in the wrong stream. You must have somebody else's stream open and you chatted here. Can you briefly explain why f3 should never be played? It weakens all the squares near your king. So frankly, it's terrible. All right, we'll transpose into something I know. Do you have to be a sub to play? In theory, communism works. Yes, you should be a sub to play. If you're a sub, you can play. If you're not a sub, you should sub. If you can't afford to sub, just say in the chat, can somebody give me a sub? And we'll hook you up. Okay, you like tall blondes? Oh, I mean, we'll hook you up with a sub. That's what I meant. Sorry about that. It is very true I'm going to play for New Zealand, except for one thing. You are a sub, Timmy. You are a sub. You have the Perrier bottle next to your name. And Timmy, you're living a lie. Living a lie. Come on, Timmy. Living a lie. Living a lie. Ta-da! You're a sub, Timmy. You're good. It's the scam train. Isn't your pawn hanging? I'm a grandmaster. My pawns don't hang. My pawns do what I tell them to do. Somebody give Nebula is TV a sub. Do it. I don't care how I mispronounced his name. Do it anyway. Man, I want to do some crazy shit, but I guess I won't. Do it. You're meaner in weeks where Detroit has the bye. What? What was my peak rating as a teenager? I don't know. It's probably like a 7. Oh, you mean in chess? I don't know, 2,500, I guess. Someone give Neophyte Bishop a sub. Go Akam Sakam Robot. You're the best. You have the best handle. Although thick juicy asses, that was a good handle. Good handle. It was like a love handle. Yay, we're at level 2 of the hype train. Boo. I mean, yay. This guy's playing slow because he's from Canada. So he's slow, eh? Yeah, type exclamation mark challenge. Yeah, Tigran to learn's pretty good. Also trying to cheat. Always sack the exchange. All right. I had to sack the exchange. It's my move. Yeah, and then do what it says. Moobot has links and click them and so forth. All right, I sacked the exchange. Now what do I do? Huh? I don't know. Here? All right. Come on, hype train people. This is the last hype train of the stream, and you guys aren't killing it. Road to GM 3000. Donated, rated with a party of 26. He's on a road to GM. Go road to GM 3000. Hooray for you. 26 viewers. Hi, viewers. Oh, they all left already? Damn. Two bishops. What else? Gifted a sub. What else? Remember, the more subs you gift, the more subs I have. Don't forget that. Czechoslovakia. Spelled Czechoslovakia. The country no longer exists. Put it in H. Here, I guess. It's not PST, it's PDT. PST's in a couple months. What happened in Rook G1? You can't play Rook G1. That's the best move. I accused you of cheating. I don't know. Here. Let's see. My knight's hanging. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I don't have a forced win. I can make one joke after another and have a forced win. Queen G1 mate. Queen G1 mate it is. You got no audience for the typical Twitch audience member. Oh, no patience. Oh, man, this was the worst move in chess history. That's the move I wanted to play. God, why am I so bad? All right, so here, I don't like that move. I guess I got no other move. All right. What is the mean of PST? The mean or the median? Which one do you mean? Is this a math question? Where is Karen? She's probably asleep. It's almost 11. Man, I'm not sacking the exchange, but I already did sack the exchange. At least I have a better pawn structure. Come on, prove your rating. Play Rook E1. That'll prove your rating. And then some. We need some help in the hype train and the scam train. Let's go. Do it. Okay, now I can play the move I wanted to play. Now Queen F5 isn't as good. Oh, that's right. You're doing taxes. I forgot. Sorry about that. Yeah, but the flag's too small. Come on, guys. We got a minute. Somebody donate 20 subs. Do it. You have no choice. 500 viewers. Hi, viewers. It's my move? Hey, you played the best move again. Stop that. Let's see. How do I play for tricks? Ooh, this is a good trick. I'll do that. That's a pretty good trick. No, I knew she'd do attacks. I just forgot. Whose computer is better? Ivanov's computer is better than Tigran. Ivanov's computer was just making all the moves. Every move Ivanov played was a computer move. Tigran, if he cheated, if, it was very occasional. If Tigran cheated, if, it was like a few moves. Ivanov, every move was the engine move. So if Tigran cheated, which I'm not saying he did, he would lose to Ivanov. Ivanov would crush him. I said if. B-Dub261 gifted 5 subs. God damn. Thank you. And then what else happened? That's all that happened? Come on, I sack my queen. I sack a Jawia. Old Indian. A4? How do I do some other kind of knight trick? Advance the king in the endgame. People use engines and lose all the time. When they have money tournaments on the internet, and it's late in the tournament, and it's the top 3 or 4 boards, it happens a lot that both of them are cheating. They're both using an engine. That's a common malady. 2 bishops, what else? Gifted 5 subs. What else? Thanks, 2 bishops, what else? Bad Chess Bill gave 100 centidues. The weirdest thing about my stream isn't people who like me or people who hate me. There's plenty of them. The weirdest thing about my stream is that David Packman likes it. This doesn't seem like a kind of stream he would like. I don't know. I mean, obviously he's super intelligent, so you can't fault his judgment, but still. Let's see, check. Uh-oh, 4 isolated pawns. No. How did you do it? Volume. 3 isolated pawns. Very good. Let's see, gotta fix that pawn. And then we have to stop the penetration. Yay, thanks to bishops, what else? The fake Yasser is also the real Yasser. Because there was no fake Yasser. 4 mistakes, 3 blunders, 1 missed win. Me? I made 4 mistakes and 3 blunders? But I spent all my time concentrating on the game. Oh, these moves seem pretty good. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, rook takes e2 is just like a joke. So, all right. That's obviously a blunder. All right, that's one of my mistakes. I'm not sure my other mistakes were. I thought I played fine. And then I won. I'm winning. I think he should have played rook g3 after here. Oh, no, that hangs this. I'm not sure what he should play here. Got to move his queen. Maybe queen d2? Maybe. Maybe queen d2. No, the knight takes is good. Then, yeah, so he can't play queen d2 either. I wonder if he's lost here. Rook d3, no, that loses. He might be lost here. There must be a great move he can play that I don't see. I want to see what the great move he can play I don't see is. Queen e2. Queen e2 is the only move, otherwise he's lost. Then it says he's winning. Oh, he could play queen d3 and be worse. So this is the only move. I didn't see that, because I'm threatening this, and I'm threatening knight h2 also. Queen e2 threatens queen e8 mate. That does stop knight takes h2. I didn't see this. I didn't see this mate. God damn. All right, well, when you suck, you suck. Hype train, 83%. Suspicious is correct. Big Donald supporter, except for one thing. Like, for example, if David was interviewing Trump and Trump was falling down, he might support him, but probably not. But, maybe. So many people challenging me. All right, you're next. Mate in 24. I will attempt to oblige. This is not a drill. Okay, we need another couple of subs to get to level 5. I will try to oblige the mate in 24 that my opponents handle. I'll see what I can do. How do I challenge? Exclamation mark challenge. That should do it. I'm doing quite well, thank you. No, mating in 23, that would be shallow and pedantic. Come on, guys, the hype train's dying. The scam train. I'm not scamming you out of your money. Let's go. Come on, suckers. I mean, come on, guys. As Esther would say to Red Fox, although I used one of their real names and one of their... You're like an all-day suckers over here. Let's go. Time to get tricked out of your money. It's nighttime. You're sleepy. Come on, we need 2 subs. Do it. We got 20 seconds. No. We need subs. 15 seconds. We need 2 subs. Come on, there's 500 of you. You can do it. You can do it, Otto. Help each other out. That'll be our motto. No, the hype train died. You're all the worst. You're like the opposite of Tina Turner. You're simply the worst. Snail Sheep, too late. 9 subs, 400 bits, Papa John's. Master Chess Dojo. He tried and he failed miserably to give the 5 subs in time. The lesson is never try. Thanks, Master Chess Dojo. John MacArthur would never do that. Somebody must have taken over his account. Oh, snap. Got you, John. Yeah, John MacArthur doesn't do well with the ladies. Always getting the Dear John letters. Tough. Hey, John, a serious question. Give me your rating at billiards. Like as a chess, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Based on your postings from years ago, I would say 2150. I have no idea because, I don't know. Also, I'll tell you funny pool stories also. 2200? That's pretty close, just randomly guessing based on your posts. Okay, so in 1986, in June, pay attention, John, you'll like this. In June of 86, I graduated high school, and I was 16, and I moved to Columbus, Ohio, and my roommate was Dave Hayter, which is funny. We were roommates 35 years ago. Okay, 34 years ago. All right. And I lived in Columbus, Ohio, and I had a friend named Paul Andaloro, who's now a professor, I think, at Kent Stark University in Ohio. But anyway, he was a PhD math student in Ohio State in the late 80s. And he was a very good pool player, and he was about 2,000 at chess without playing in tournaments. So I would stay home all day and do nothing. And then he picked me up after he was done with his school stuff about 8 o'clock. We'd go to Suzy Q, which was a pool hall in Columbus. And one of the players at Suzy Q was Howard Vickery, who was one of the best players in the U.S., and he was in The Color of Money as a cameo, and he was also like an advisor on like how to set the pool positions. And we'd play pool, and he was good and I wasn't. And there were some good players there, but Howard was world class, so Howard would have to spot everybody everything. It was funny. Everything. It didn't matter what it was. And he always won. It was funny. And, they're giving him the money. They didn't want to beat him because Howard Vickery. And there was a female chess player who was about 1900 named Michelle Adams. And she was also very good at pool. And she played in pool competitions. So, Billy, like 9-ball, 7-ball, I don't think 7-ball was then. I think it was 9-ball and 8-ball then. And there were some interesting characters at the pool hall that you could imagine. There was one guy who was a pimp and dressed like it. And at one point, he wanted to play for money, but he wanted every spot ever. And I remember when he played pool, he would always move his feet a lot before he'd shoot. It was really funny. His feet would just keep moving. It was weird. But anyway, he wasn't good. And there was negotiations once for him to play Vickery. And the guy, the pimp, he wanted to play 9-ball but he got spotted all the balls. That was the spot. If he made a ball, he won. Now, obviously, if the guy's breaking, the guy's probably the favorite. If Vickery's breaking, the guy's probably not the favorite. And Vickery was thinking about it because the guy would put a stack of cash, it was funny, on the pool table. A stack of cash there. Those were the good old days. I played pool every day, man. Then, I mean, we went to Suzy Q all the time. There was some interesting characters there. Okay, but anyway, in 1993, yeah, I went to Dallas for a chess tournament, and coincidentally, Bob Schiaffoni was there. And he came from Michigan also, but we didn't know we were going. And he was staying at Shane O'Neill's house, who was a 2200 player from when before you guys were all born. And he doesn't play chess anymore. He had a big house in Dallas. So we went to his house to hang out after one of the rounds. And he had a pool table. And Bob Schiaffoni said, I haven't played pool in 25 years. So we set it up for 9-ball. And he says, I can't see. He had glasses on, Schiaffoni, and he's like, I can't see. So he took his glasses off and played without his glasses. That was better than with his glasses. And he broke with his left hand, which I thought was weird because he's right-handed, but he was top pool left-handed. He made a ball or two on the break, and he ran the table. And I was like, what? I didn't get to shoot. And he said, oh, yeah, I was Michigan billiards champion, in 1969. I'm like, what? That's when I was born. Yeah, Schiaffoni's good at everything. Poker, chess, billiards, Notre Dame weightlifting champion, and backgammon, top 5 player in Michigan in the 70s. He just bridge, top 5 player in Michigan in the 70s. Used to teach bridge for a living. Used to teach backgammon for a living. The guy's just good at everything. But yeah, he said, I can't see, but I'll run the table now. So anyway, yeah, Suzy Q, those were the days. I wonder if it's still there. Unlikely. All right, great stories, great stories. That's right. We co-wrote that book. That's right. Yeah. Form for the Money. Fast Eddie and Minnesota Fats. What about him? You've gotten better. Good. Now just get better at chess. Oh, snap. Thanks for the whatever you did, subs. We're almost at our sub goal. Almost. Also, I'm almost the world champion. Almost. Goddamn, everybody's challenging me, but Thaddeus donates the most, so I play him. I got 25 challenges all of a sudden. That's crazy like Fox News. Nothing's that crazy. Okay, let me finish the pool story. So me and Paul, we'd play some blitz. We would go to Suzy Q. Then we would go to this place called TJ's, which was like Denny's but better. But yeah, it's 24 hour. It's not crowded. The food's better. The service is better. And we would play chess all night. So my life for 7 months was I would get home from TJ's about 6 a.m. I would go to sleep. I'd wake up at 3 p.m. I'd watch TV for 5 hours, go to Suzy Q, go to TJ's, go home, repeat. That was 7 months of my life. And I was, 16. I was 17. So we're at TJ's and we order food and we play chess and we order more food and we get drinks and whatever. And the bill's $20, $30. It's TJ's. It's like Denny's. So one day we get there, we sit down, woman comes over and says, we don't allow that in here anymore. We're like, what? You can't play your game in here. We're the only customers in the restaurant. And we're we're not sitting there playing chess and not ordering. We're eating. We're not. So we left and we never went back. The end. Truth hurts. The truth hurts. Man, that was before you guys were born. Who pays lessons to learn backgammon? Lots of people. What do you mean? Backgammon's a game like chess. You get lessons if you want to get better. I mean, everybody? It's the same as chess. It's just that there's not a lot of kids playing backgammon. But if you're an adult, you should definitely get lessons from somebody who's good. Could you quickly roast a quick game I played? I cannot. This is not the roast stream. As a vegan, I'm against roasting streams. I would never do that to you guys. Never! Steinway Billiards. I guess because Jackie Gleason was already a good pool player. That's probably why they got him. Also, he's a good actor. Yeah. The Chess Center in Atlanta is open. We opened on Wednesday. We've been open 2 days so far. We closed for 7 months. We're open Wednesday night and Friday night for like 2-3 hours each. We had 14 players come on Wednesday. Most of them survived. And we had 8 players come on Friday. We have a Blitz tournament Friday and a month-long Game 75 on Wednesday. That started last week. So we've opened 2 days so far. 2 days a week. 6 days less than the Beatles. How do you avoid COVID? I shut the door usually. COVID. Man, the truth hurts. Motivated by me? God damn. No, I don't play that game. No. I live in America. We don't do that. It's Thaddeus. Go Thaddeus. All right, we need a few more subs to reach our goal. Not too many, but a few. Also, if somebody would give 10,000 centidues, I would appreciate it. The reason is, when you give 10,000 centidues, this red thing happens that spins. That's awesome. Now, if you prefer blue, then donate 5,000 centidues. Then the blue thing happens. I like the red one better because 10,000 is more than 5,000. That's why I like it better. That's the reason. It is. Otherwise, I probably like the blue one better. All right, this guy's banned and his children's children. All right. I ban you. Phil Hellmuth math is correct. No, that's my pawn. Never play bishop f1 against me. I get mad. 2 bishops, what else? Now what do I do? What do I do? Oh, I resign? If I resign against Thaddeus, he might donate more money. All right, let's put it in F. I ban you. You ban me. Except you don't ban me. H6, knight h4, Papa John's. G5 takes, knight f5, and I get totally triple checkmated. Plus tax. It seems like bishop e7 is the better part of valor. Torts professor, somebody's in law school. I don't know what to do. I have no plan. It's like my real life. Terrible. I can't go anywhere? What's happening? I don't want to play here. B5? Why am I playing B5? Oh. All right. I guess I'm playing B5. No, not $1,000. 10,000 centidues. Then this red thing spins. Do it, you'll see. It never stops spinning either. It's great. 5,000 centidues the same. It's a blue thing that spins. And then it like disappears and comes back. It's awesome. Anybody who's seen it will agree. It's the greatest thing that's ever happened to you. It shows you what kind of life you've led. Not too good. Rook G8, mating my own king? All right. Play me, says Godzilla. Didn't we play? What do you call a lawyer with a 70 IQ? Answer, Your Honor. I only know like 3 lawyer jokes. My rating went down. You lost 800 points. Now, someone donated 25,000. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what 25,000 sent to do donation is. I know the 10,000 is the red thing. Chess Bras rating with a party of 355. Hey, Chess Bras. Now, the Chess Bras would know. They get all kinds of those donations all the time. When I get a 5,000 sent to do donation, it's a blue kind of thing. When it's 10,000, it's red. And somebody said Rosen got 25,000 tonight. I don't know what that is. That must be a color that I didn't know existed. That would be my guess. Go the Chess Bras. Nobody's better than them until somebody raids with more people. But that's probably not going to happen. I distracted him by playing b5. Yay. Karen just likes the Chess Bras because she likes her Chess Bras. That's all. Huge raid. Huge. Wait, what happened? Did I lose yet? Not yet. Okay. Trying to lose. That should be somebody's handle. Like there's trying to learn, trying to cheat, Tigran, trying to Tigran. There should be trying to lose. Pretty good at that. Man, I wanted to go here, but I didn't notice this was defending this. So all my plans are thwarted. Damn. I'll have to sack the exchange. That's the rule. I have to. I don't want to sack the exchange. I have to. Then I'll retreat. Always retreat. Go Chess Bras. They support. Chess Bras give good support. King H1. Now I got to tell you a story about King G8. Although my flag's going to fall if I tell you this story. So I'll wait till the game's over. Has to do with King G8 though. Is there stalemate or something? Avoid stalemate. Okay, so in 1988 in Ostend, Belgium, I played in the tournament, and 2 mistakes, 0 blunders. And I played Tony Miles. I was black, and it was a ready, and I was sacrificing, and it was repeating, and it was a forced draw. He doesn't want to draw me. You know, he's white, and he's Tony Miles, and I was like an FM. So he tried to win by doing stuff he wouldn't do against the better player. And he got to a lost ending. And I made one of my greatest moves ever in that game. He had 2 rooks. I had a rook and knight. Always sack the exchange. And I had a lot of extra pawns. And at one point, his rook was on h2, and he was going to come get me. And I played king f7 to g8 in the end game, moving my king back. And what happened was he had to double up on the bubble up, then move both of his rooks down before he could infiltrate. So he lost like 3 tempi. So my king went to g8, then like 4 moves later went back to f7. And when he infiltrated, I was already winning all his pawns. And we actually got to the ending, rook, knight, and 4 versus 2 rooks. And then he wasn't resigning, so I was having a lot of fun, and eventually he resigned. But I mean, he played on like 10 moves too long. Rook, knight, and 4 pawns really beats 2 rooks. God damn. Okay, anyway, the point of this story is that's like one of my favorite moves ever, and I beat Tony Miles of black when I was a 2380 FM. However, I don't have the score sheet. I have a lot of score sheets from when I was in Europe, but I don't have that one. That's the one I want. About 6 months ago on Twitter, somebody was talking about something, and somebody said something about Miles. And they were like, yeah, Miles this, and whatever. And Gary Lane, who used to live in the UK and actually Belgium too, he lives in Australia, New Zealand, the same thing. And he was like, oh, so-and-so, I don't know who, probably has the score sheet. He has all of Tony Miles' score sheets. He was talking to somebody else. So then I butted in and I said, hey Gary, how's it going? I played Miles in Ostend 88. I was black. Can we get that score sheet? And he said, I'll look into it. And I never heard about it again. He probably forgot. But man, I want that score sheet. If I ever get that score sheet, every stream is the game that I beat Miles. It's just every stream. And you guys will be like, I saw this stream 10 times. But I mean, I really like that game. And I have no idea. I can't even show you the first 10 moves. I got nothing. Terrible. Man. I really like King G8, but I'll never find the game. All right. 2,182 viewer subs. 99%. Let's go. Wasn't a joke. That was what happened. I want that score sheet. No, I don't remember the game. That's right. Karen says if I show the Miles game over and over, we'll have to watch the Gelfand game. Now, since Karen mentioned it, let's do it. Let's do the Gelfand game. Yay. The funny thing about the Gelfand game is I make up the move order. I mean, this is right. Okay. This is definitely right. I remember this move order. All right, now I'm not so sure. I think he played here first, but he might have played here. I don't know. And then I don't know which rook I went to D1 with. I usually go that rook so I can hide. So this position occurred, but I don't know what the move order was. The first 6 moves are right. The next 6 moves, probably wrong. Then he castled. Boo! Go Ben. Then he played here. Terrible, frankly. And then he resigned. He put on an engine. I'm plus a billion. A billion. Rawr. Anyway, the main idea of rook A8 check is if he ever goes here, rook A7, skewer, and then fork. You guys have all seen that game 1 billion times. Although lately, I've been showing my Fidel game more. Lately. This game was played in 1989. A long time ago. Man, black looks like he sucks. Man, no wonder Anand won the match in overtime. All right. Didn't up the exchange. Anyway, somebody find my game with Miles. Man, I showed Karen. I showed her the Gelfand game. Yeah. Karen's like, no, this is almost worse than doing taxes. Found it. There you go. I've played Miles several times. You have to find the game I won with black. That's not easy to do. It's the only game I beat him. I've drawn him. I've beaten him. I've lost to him. But there's only one game that I won. It was the first time we played. 88. Ostend 88. You spelled Steinitz wrong. And you spelled Bartleben Bart Simpson. No. Terrible. If you guys want me to show you the games like the Opera game and the Hastings 1895 Steinitz game and the game with Fidel, you got to give subs. You got to give subs because subs are lining up to play me and I'm ignoring them so I can, whatever I'm doing here. I don't want to be Mr. Grinch. Oh, wait. Never mind. 100 centijues. Miles, it was a ready. He fianchetto both bishops. I played bishop g4, e6, d5 here, knight here, bishop here, queen here, castles, a5, b5. And he played here, castles, d3, knight here, queen c2, h3. But I mean, it was a ready. He was white. It was from an open tournament. So the game's isn't published anywhere. There was like 400 players in the tournament. Ostend 88. He wasn't ready. Now Knight blocks in the last game, loses to rook takes d7. And then he gets mated. It loses for several reasons. Several. Minnesota, Seattle. Is that football? It is. Minnesota can play with Seattle? Doesn't make any sense. Da, 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 da. Uh-oh, it looks like I'm Mr. Grinch again. Damn. No, taking on c3 is right. d5 is fine. Maybe not d5. Maybe, knight f6. Gotcha, bitch. You played rook f to d1 in your game with Gelfand? Good, good. Yeah, I just show the beginning. Also with Fidel, I don't know the move order. I just make it up, then I get the position I know, and then we play. Red Hot Chili Peppers again. Following the game, gotcha versus bitch. That is correct. Yeah, Glory B likes that game. Kazoo doesn't like it as much. COVID. Riots. There's no riots. There's no BS. There's no civil war. Russian. There's nothing going on. We have a lot of COVID because we have a really idiotic president. Damn, that move's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, I'll take all your pieces. You could have my queen. Oh, you don't want my queen? All right, well. Then you can't have my queen. What did I dropped? What's going on here? How could I have dropped it and it's gone? Oh, there it is. I'll never get that. That's going to be there until the Earth is over. I don't know, here. Yeah. $600 viewers. We need 18 subs to get to 2,200. 18. G4 takes here, here. And then I resign, even though I'm up a queen. Damn. Tough analysis. I don't know. I can't castle a queen side because it's illegal. So I can't do that. I guess I have to treat my bishop. Damn. I really want to play G4, so I guess I'm going to play G4. Blah, blah, blah. Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Da, 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 da. Man, bishop B4 check. I'm getting mated over here. Damn. People too busy getting McDonald's is correct. We need some subs. We're almost at our goal. Do I have to donate the subs? Do I? 2,200 subs, close. Remember, kids, never castle. You don't see us doing that. No, he's going to meet me in St. Louis. Meet me at the fair. No. Don't do that. I would expect Jude NYC to do that because his name is Jude. Yeah, they never heard of Judy Garland. Wait, was that Judy Garland or Natalie Wood? Now I'm confused. No, it was Judy Garland. Natalie Wood wasn't alive, right? No. Ridiculous. Who else was in that movie? Margaret Mitchell? Margaret somebody. Margaret. I'm not old enough to know who was in that movie. What's her name? Margaret Thatcher? Well, maybe. Yeah, you guys don't know the movie I'm talking about. Didn't Queen E6 mate in 3? Oh, here? Probably. Isn't it mate in 2? Queen check, queen takes mate. So that's mate in 2. That showed you weren't using an engine to cheat. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I could go here and then here, mate. That's right. So you were still wrong, technically. Oh, snap. I'm sweating over here. Sweating to the oldies. But then I couldn't play this move. Bam. I thought it was my move, and I was like, he's in check. I don't know. So I don't have mate in 1 or mate in 2 or mate in 3. Oh, there's mate in 3. Okay, I see mate in 3. Where's mate in 2? He doesn't have any checks, so maybe I can play a preparatory move. C1. All right, I guess I'll play the mate in 3. Very ashamed of myself. Opposite color bishops, it's almost a draw. Okay, that's mate, that's mate, that's mate, that's mate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there a 5th mate? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's it. Just the 4 mates. Terrible. All right, always retreat. 0 mistakes, 0 blunders, 0 missed wins. Even the missed win the guy showed me. Okay, so this is just a known, like knight takes is known to lose a queen if he, takes. This is like a known trap. Yeah. Yeah, knight f6 is a mistake, which we've seen on stream a lot. Can't play knight f6 here, it's bad. And then knight e5 is bad, and now you're down a queen. Now here he could have won my queen when I played knight takes, and then I'd take all of his pieces. So I was like, this is probably winning because I'm ahead like 30 pieces. Okay, and the rest was, savage and such. All right, we need some more subs before I play anybody else. I'm not here for my health. COVID. What was my final score in Ostend 88? I don't know, probably 6-3. I don't know. Usually I get 6 out of 9 in those kind of tournaments. The fine goal defense to the Mora. What about it? That's a good defense. I played on stream a lot. Last drive, Russell Wilson. Ice the game, 26, 27. Yeah, they're always doing that. Did you go to St. John, New Brunswick in 88? I did. I played in 2 international tournaments and one of the Blitz qualifiers. Yep, that was a good time. Good. It's really, 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 really cold. And I saw Kasparov stalemate Kirill Georgiev with Queen and Bishop versus nothing. I saw the video replay when Kirill Georgiev played Vaganyan, and it wasn't clear whether he made the illegal move or didn't make it. Yeah, those were the days. The funniest thing about that event was in the final of the Blitz, the score was 3-0. And he needed a draw to win the match, 3.5 half. Doesn't make any sense. How could that be? Oh, a 6-game match. Okay. Anyway, so he's up 3-0, 6-game match. The last game ends, and I don't know today if Tall won or was a draw because the match ended either way. I'm not sure if they agreed to a draw so Tall would win or Vaganyan resigned. I don't know. I'll never know. You live there? God damn, it's cold. When we were there, Zypher 17, there was a guy, he was one of the richest guys in Canada, and his name was everywhere. Irving. I don't know what his first name is. Irving's his last name. His name was everywhere. And I think he died in the last 15 years. But yeah, he's not alive now. But his name was everywhere. We're like, who's Irving? I think it was Irving. But he was a super rich guy, I guess, who lived in that area. I don't know. His name is still everywhere? God damn, I remember that from a million years ago. No, 88. His name is still everywhere? Damn. Wow. 1992? Well, he was alive in 88, so. I guess he did die a long time ago. All I know is we're driving and Irving everywhere. Irving, everything's Irving. Kind of like Cher. That's right. On The Simpsons, Homer says, notice anything different about me? And Lenny's like, did you get a haircut? Look closer, Lenny. Oh, you're 50 feet tall and you're made of gold. And then Homer says 14 karat gold. Very impressive. Irving gas stations. Yeah. That guy was the first Canadian to fish. I don't know about that. That sounds made up. The gas station stuff doesn't sound made up. 14 carats. Man, we have to end the stream early because you guys aren't giving me subs. Darn. I hate when we end the stream early. All right, who am I going to raid? I guess I'm going to raid him. I know who I'm going to raid. I was going to stream longer, but I guess I streamed long enough. I want to play. Nobody wants to play because I'm not getting subs. Terrible. I'm trying to get to 2,200 subs, and I haven't had a sub in 30 minutes. Horrible. Instead, you're like, I want to play. No soup for you. Okay, I don't play 10-minute rated. Terrible. Aw, shucks. I was going to give a sub. Ridiculous. I may die tomorrow. Can we play now? No. You all let me down. Although I like Waxy Shaw's Seinfeld imitation. That was good. Yeah, that was good. Anyone? Anybody? All right. I guess I'll go home. I was going to stream for a lot longer since Karen's doing the taxes. Instead, I won't. Tomorrow's Monday. So when do I stream Monday? 8 to 11? Yeah. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 to 11. Also, etc. And we didn't make the goal of the Sunday sub goal, but we had a lot of fun. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.